Are we moving? Hold on. You can't just say 3 and run away.
The full jam.
Is that what you did last time?
I kind of want to ask, am I allowed to just swear?
Yeah. Say it.
Fuck no,
yeah,
you're not
bud.
allowed fucking swearing.
Oh,
I swear to
fuck.
fuck if you fucking swear.
You
I'll
fucking
fuck
what?
Look. I think last time, even if that was a rule, we did not adhere to it.
No, there was only one word that we
couldn't say. Yeah, there was one word that we couldn't say,
and I decided to substitute
it with grape.
What the fuck?
Because you can't say that.
without the G.
You can't say it without the G. Most places censor out the word grape without a G.
Oh my god! So you call it grape?
We're saying
So
grape.
you just said
Which,
it.
by the way,
You just said it.
No, I said grape.
You said grape without the G?
I said grape without the G. Yeah.
Okay, I heard the no-no word.
The no-no word. Which we haven't figured out. We're saying that we have not uploaded the first episode yet. We are currently in the process of like processing and stuff. We don't know if that works. I assume it does, right? Because like a lot of juice reviewers would get taken down otherwise. But yeah.
I mean, there's a
Is
lot
there
of
a
things
market
I
for
could say.
juice
or 14
reviewing?
players talking about
right.
great purple.
Is there a market for juice reviews?
I mean, there's a market for anything.
Yeah, rule 34.
It's what's that Brian Div Gilbert video about finding your brand, rating hot moose. Yeah, that whole thing. But the Liam, you sir, you can't just call me before the podcast and only tell me that you're coming sooner, that you were coming in hot. You can't just say you're coming in hot and then not come in hot.
Oh yeah, no, I figured I'd give
We're coming in tepid right now, and you said
I figured
hot.
I'd give us a little bit of a moment to kind of like just start the podcast.
But that's not coming in hot.
Okay, well I'm coming in hot now. Then
Look, it's like when you get into a shower. You want that shower to be hot right at the beginning. If you turn it on and you put your hand out, and it's like, oh, it's lukewarm.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna come in hot now with it.
Okay.
Then.
Yes.
So I heard the dumbest fucking take I've ever heard in my life. So. It was 3 guys on like some hockey podcast. Fucking Callum sent it to me.
Okay,
sure.
like,
jump to this part. This is the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
All right.
No, it's just
the take has nothing to do with hockey.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh.
This fucking guy said a steak and a burger are the same thing.
Okay.
No.
Then a steak sandwich would be a burger.
Yeah. That's
not
how it works.
That's not how it works.
No.
Or a Philly cheesesteak or something. No.
Like, first off, this dude should not be allowed to eat steaks
food.
nor burgers.
Do you want your burger rare?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
would you like
but
that
that's
shit
a separate.
blue rare, please?
Yeah.
Like,
Not for raw.
But even that, like, it's like the what you want out of a because you can substitute a burger with a steak. You can have a steak sandwich. That's a whole separate thing.
But it's a completely different thing.
It's a different cut of meat.
Yeah.
Like they're
It's thicker too. And it's almost gamier.
Yeah, like
it's
and you're taking it from different parts of the cow. But at this, and also I assume that's the case for any cut of meat for any other animal, because there's lamb burgers, there's chicken burgers, but there's also like lamb steak and stuff like that, and stuff like that. And I assume it's the same thing. But if you're talking specifically about cows, then 100%.
Yeah, his justification was, well, it comes from the same animal. It's like, yeah, you're not gonna cut off a cow's tail and say, yeah, I got a nice steak here.
Yeah, and also,
what?
Wait, hold on. If that's his only explanation, then how does he think chicken wings and chicken breasts are the same thing?
Probably. I wouldn't put it past him.
Fuck.
Like, no, bro. Like, if in that case, everyone would just eat minced meat.
Yeah,
because it wouldn't matter, right? Like,
that's fucked.
It's fucked up. And like, yeah, you can make your own burger patties out of ground beef, and you should, because it's good.
Yeah,
but like,
it's the best
way to do it. You put some
slice up a couple, like dice up some onions in
there.
Yeah.
You try putting paprika in it?
Paprika,
like get some nice spices in there, and then because
a little bit of steak spice.
Yeah,
because fuck. Which, by the way, this sounds contradictory. Steak spice goes good on everything.
Yeah.
The fact that it's called Montreal steak spice is a goddamn lie. You put that shit on everything. It's like jerk. It's like fucking Jamaican jerk. You put that shit on everything.
Call it the everything spice.
Pretty much.
100%. I mean, they can't do that because allspice exists.
Yeah.
I mean, they could always call it what it is. The only good thing to come out of Quebec.
Yeah.
Based.
You based.
Super based.
We're 2 episodes in a row. We're shitting on Quebec. Speaking,
it's a normal thing. That's good.
Oh,
that happened last
time.
It's
It's
hard not to.
that's
I
fair.
mean, we're specifically where we live.
Well, I mean, they do it them to the sums.
They shit us on. They shit on us.
Yeah, they
so,
do.
So like we're allowed to shit on them.
It's a love hate. You know what I mean? But it's a
it's hate. Let's be real.
Hey man, they got cheap beer and they got the casino. So
that is true. They do have. You can get much better deals on
and
beer.
you can get you can drink there at 18. And we can give that to them as well.
I mean, it'd be nice if they could
the
drive.
moment you turn 19, you're
you never go back.
No, I'm not going to Quebec to drink.
Except for that one time we did on a holiday because they didn't have the same holiday. And
it was like Family Day or something like that.
Something that Quebec doesn't celebrate. So we had to cross the border to
yeah. Which that is something that's justifiable because you can get 48 packs of beer in Quebec.
Yes.
For the price of like a 2-4 in Ontario.
Oof, okay.
It's their like liquor tax or whatever. It's like way lighter.
For any Americans watching, we call it a 2-4 if it's a 24 case.
Yes.
I don't know if they call that a 2-4.
No, that sounds like toque. That sounds like something complete like that's.
Yeah,
it does sound very Canadian, right?
It's not a 2-4. Oh yeah, you want to go get a 2-4 there, bud?
You won't fucking get a 2-4,
bud? Get yourself 2-4 there, bud.
A 2-4 and a pack of darts there, son.
Holy fuck, bud. Let's just fucking get her.
There's only actually a few lickbows that you can get 2-4s from.
Yeah.
Because majority of cities will have a lickbow and then beer store as well.
Lickbow being LCBO, which is the
Liquor Control Board of Ontario.
Yeah.
I think that's what it stands for.
Which is funny because it's of Ontario and like we don't go outside of Ontario very often.
Yeah, no.
But I just because it's everywhere, I just assume they're everywhere.
Oh yeah,
because they're so prevalent and such a big part of Ontario.
Then you go
to everywhere.
I'm pretty sure they're in Quebec looking for alcohol, and it's just
maybe. I mean,
you're like, hey, what's the nearest LCBO? I am sorry, Yankee. I do not know what you're talking about.
Holy
that might be slightly offensive.
But
if Joe McHale can say that in a stand-up, I could say it on a podcast.
Oh, for sure, 100%. Look, I most of my mom's side of the family is francophone from Quebec, and it's
francophone.
That's what it's called. It's called francophone and anglophone. That's what it's called.
Francophone sounds like it should be like a brass instrument.
Yes, 100%.
Like, what do you play? You're in the school band. What do you play? Oh, I played the francophone.
I played the francophone. Look, Quebec, you have a couple cool things, but
You're
it's you have the Ontario problem as well, where 90% of your province fucking blows.
Yeah, true.
And is nothing.
It's so true.
Man, I visited Montreal for a weekend semi recently, and that was nice. It's got the same problem with their homeless population that we have, but like other than that, it was nice.
The drive to Montreal isn't that bad either.
It's not that bad.
No.
It's not that bad. It's like 2 hours.
Yeah, because I got some cousins who live up in Montreal. Well, just outside of Montreal.
Yeah.
And getting to there, it's about 2.5.
Although we'll say
traffic.
Yeah.
Although you know exactly when you hit Montreal because immediately construction everywhere on the highway.
The traffic control
is
fucked.
the fucking construction capital of the world. It is insane that everyone it's a fucking racket. Everyone I know that lives in Montreal that I listen to is constantly talking about how the fucking the construction's a goddamn racket.
Yeah.
And it's just there to control space and to get paid and most of the people stand around not doing anything.
Pretty much.
It also the one big thing with Montreal is that it with so much construction, how just in Montreal you can't turn right on red.
Yes.
It was the stupidest thing possible.
That's fucking rule.
Fucking
You can't say that.
Yeah,
that's the
really
other word
dumb.
we can't say.
Yeah.
They're both R words. But the worst part, because we live so close to the border, that as soon as you cross the bridge into Quebec,
you're on the watch list.
A cop will get you so fast.
You're on the watch list.
A cop will get you so quick if you just forget.
You have an Ontario plate? Shame.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you
better
have an
park.
Ontario plate, you stick out like a sore thumb. It's just the way things are.
I forget what it's called, but there's a specific separatist French holiday. I forget what it's called. Someone will correct me. But my parents were going to visit our relatives in Quebec at the time, and they were driving a fucking car we don't have anymore. Dropped your vape. A car we don't have anymore, being a Pontiac Sunfire with two fucking flags sticking out the side that were Canadian flags.
Oh, yeah.
They almost got run off the fucking road. Like,
oh god,
people honking, like getting out of their window, screaming. I don't want to paint this picture that all Quebec people are assholes, but on that specific day, it was bad. Like
not all Quebecers are separatists.
No.
But the ones who are
some of the craziest people I've met in my life.
They're like, no, we want nothing to do with this country.
They're the loudest folks, man.
Yeah, it's the vocal minority, right? Yeah, it sucks. We have our garbage. We have a bad problem with our. What are you gonna say? Hold on.
I was gonna say the Freedom Convoy.
Oh well, we had the Freedom Convoy, but
thing.
Was it?
They crossed the country. They just stopped here because they went in front of Parliament.
Yeah,
but
which they were fucking half the people there were angry at provincial laws, so they were in the fucking completely wrong city.
Yeah. But also they crossed provinces. Like it wasn't just Ontario.
Yeah, no.
But I'm gonna pivot us now. I'm gonna take a step over and pivot.
You did actually say it.
Because I was talking before about how much I said pivot last episode. But pivot
says the guy who has watched maybe 3 episodes of Friends.
I've watched quite a bit of Friends. I've seen that episode.
Hey, but better than me.
Look, okay, so there is a reason. Oh, by the way, welcome back. We said Liam went boo full jam, but
that's our intro now.
That's not our that is not our intro. But we have a new voice in the for a audio only podcast. We do need to specify. We do have a second person. Dustin doesn't just sound weird now.
Yeah.
We have
did he sound weird?
Well, no, you're not Dustin. Is what I mean. Yeah.
Shit!
No.
Oh, that's right.
Fucking nailed that.
Fucking nailed it.
Bud.
But no, we have the 2 boys from last time. We have Liam. We have Justin. Liam, say words so people get used to your voice.
Words so people can get used to your voice.
Thank you. And we got Justin. I've been doing most of the talking so far.
Yeah.
But
we have another personality.
We have a new boy. Dustin will be back, but I specifically wanted to get our dear boy Tony.
Yeah.
Anthony Tony.
Yeah, just call me Tony. It's
Anthony Tony McBad.
Indeed.
I got a question for you, Tony, real quick.
What's up?
Did you take out the trash?
Fuck you.
I don't even know what that means.
I'll move this mic and beat your ass.
I don't even know what that means. Oh wait, no, that shout out to like a Discord call from fucking forever.
Oh dude,
ago.
we're playing GTA 5 online.
Oh my god,
back in the PS3 days.
Yeah, man.
Jesus. Okay, I wasn't there for that. I was a 360 lad.
Hear Tony's mom in the background. Tony, take out the trash.
That's the problem with knowing someone for too long is we know all your bullshit.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I know. Well, I can't hide anything.
We've known each other far too long.
Yeah.
But the reason I wanted to have our sweet boy on this week is because as of I believe 2 weeks ago now, almost 3, I wrapped season 2, the final season of my D&D campaign.
That was what, CP6, right?
That was campaign 6. We're gonna refer to it as campaign 6. It's not really. We just labeled shit as campaigns because we didn't know how long certain things were gonna run. So like we had some that
we labeled them in the order that they were created.
We labeled them in the order they're created, but some of them aren't campaigns.
Yeah,
some of them were 2 episodes. Like you know what I mean. And
there was the one that Jadiel did, which that went like. Was it 2 sessions?
It was 1.
No, it was 2. I thought there was 1 and then I missed 1.
I don't think.
I think there was only 1.
It might have just been 1.
It was the equivalent of a 1-shot.
Yeah. So that doesn't count. But we did label it as campaign 4.
Yeah.
But campaign 1 was a campaign. Campaign 2 was a campaign that got cut short.
Yeah.
Campaign 3 was Dustin's, who he did say he wanted to get back to because he does still have my Waterdeep Dragon Heist book.
Yeah,
nice.
Waterdeep. That's what that was.
That's what.
I
don't have my boy anymore, but I could remake him. I remember
that was the
I
campaign where I decided I wanted to play a good character.
A good guy.
You played a good character?
I
wanted to be a good guy.
Get the fuck?
But for some reason, I don't know.
Some reason,
I thought that was
a good guy.
Bobby Hop's kind of like pretty neutral.
Yeah, but like
he's not above doing bad stuff.
No,
but
he's not.
He doesn't have malicious intent.
He's not Vigo or Azir. Like,
fuck.
Vigo. God, Vigo Mortarion.
Oh
Jesus
my
Christ.
god.
But anyway, we wrapped campaign 6. We're one session in. We've returned to campaign 5. Your campaign, and the one after that will be campaign 7, Liam's campaign.
Campaign 7. This one's for Joe.
Yeah,
this one's for Joe.
We have I was when I first convinced all of these boys to get into Dungeons and Dragons. I was also very new. I just watched a bunch of Critical Role, as a lot of people did, and I was just like, whatever. I know the most about it. I'll just fucking Dungeon Master, and then we can whatever. And campaign 1 is a fucking mess, but it's a fun mess. We have really good, and that's what matters.
Very fond memories.
We have fond memories. It was fucking busted as shit.
It's a mess that we hold dear to our hearts.
Exactly, and we'll probably never go back to. But it was fun while it lasted.
I would like to at some point go back to campaign 1.
Yeah, I saw the maps.
Just to cap it off.
Cap it off,
finish it.
Yeah. But I wouldn't even. I kind of know what the whole thing with fucking the rogue god and stuff like that, and what we were doing. But I'm bringing that up just to say that I have been doing it, quote unquote, the longest, while you are the one that is doing it currently. And then we have another person on the podcast that is completely new to dungeon mastering.
Yep.
And I want that's what I basically wanted the topic of this week to be.
Yeah, this week's episode is
the Dungeon Master.
It's the DM's corner.
It's the DM corner.
I am like honored that you bring me on for that.
Of course.
It's just.
What are you talking about?
I know. It's bring on
Jadiel. Dustin. No.
It's just so crazy to think about.
You have put in almost as many hours as I have at this point. Like it's. It's close,
especially with the work that you put into your campaign.
Yeah,
because you've put so much depth and planning into this,
and you've even helped me out with mine with making like different item card, multiple versions of item cards of items that I make. I come in with shit like for with cue cards that I write on in pen, and then you take them and you make things because you want to.
Yeah,
I don't even ask you; you just make them.
Which, spoiler alert, I'm going to ask you.
100%
bud.
Yeah.
Hell, we're probably gonna look for get you to help out, just getting like a logo or something for the podcast.
Yeah, I brought that up before the pod. Yeah.
Yeah, because I have because I really, the more I think about it, the more I really like that kind of neon bar sign idea.
Yeah, totally. It's the it's an aesthetic I'd love to go forward with. But like out of our, because we have a pretty diverse skill set of friends. I'd say we have an electrical engineer, we have a software engineer, we have an audio technician or engineer, we have a game developer, we have a photographer, we have a graphic designer, we have a mechanic.
Yeah, we have
essentially a Dark Souls list of classes.
Yeah,
we have monopolized.
We have a class list.
And we've got when you list it like that, we've got multiple engineers at this point.
Yeah, 100%. And
I don't know if I really count as an
just call it an engineer. Who cares?
Yeah.
No, Liam, like you are much better at setting up audio than like I could ever dream to be. Like I dabbled in it a little bit. And I was
like, not that hard.
But hey, you look. You have the piece of paper, just like I have the piece of paper, and that means that we can say that we are doing like that. We did it. Like
we're educated.
We did it.
Yeah. We wasted thousands of dollars, but we can say
college fund, baby.
Yeah. Oh, hey, man, I got most of that paid for. I am sitting pretty, but I was very privileged and very thankful to be able to do that. But we know people that are less fortunate, and it's a But it's to pivot it back. I'm gonna keep saying pivot.
That's fine. At this point, yeah.
Pivot.
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 Pivot in it.
And it grew But speaking of Anna Green Bottle, has anyone heard from Phil?
I have not.
Yeah.
Didn't he just text me?
No,
But like
Troy was
yeah, he was in chat with somebody like a couple days ago.
Yeah, Troy's been talking with Phil a good amount.
fuck did it? Yeah, hold on.
He's doing good.
He texted me, is asking me if I got the new Pokemon, but he texted me at like when did he put that? It doesn't even say, it's just the date. But yeah, he texted me when I was asleep, and I never responded to him, and I feel bad. But yeah, he moved away, and it's like we don't fucking see him anymore.
Yeah,
and it sucks.
Yeah,
and I can't imagine how he's feeling. Right?
It's probably not great.
Probably not great.
Yeah.
Every time I check in with Phil, it's either I'm doing okay or I'm doing bad.
Yeah,
that is always what I hear, and it's anyway. To reel it back in.
To pivot again.
To
pivot on my own pivot. Dungeon Master, yes, but but specifically the small bit of homework I gave you last night,
indeed,
that you have got to watch some of was the Critical Role Dungeon Masters of Exandria Roundtable.
Yeah.
I have not had Liam watch it, but you've watched all of Campaign 1 of Critical Role.
Yes.
You've started Campaign 2.
Ish.
You're a little bit in. But you have enough to look at that and at least understand and know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you watched in that stood out in particular?
In the round table.
In the round table. not in Critical Role, and specifically that Dungeon Master of Exandria round table.
I'd say the biggest thing that stood out was it's definitely something I really wish I did when I started Campaign 5 was Session 0.
Which is why I'm pushing so hard for Session 0 for when I get back.
Yeah, when you do your like
when I do the spacefaring one.
Yeah.
I'm having everyone because as much as I love for what we did with Campaign 6, so much of that to me is very sloppy.
Yeah,
and
also, what it feels like.
It feels sloppy, and it's like, and to try to keep everybody. I talked about it a little bit with Liam last time, and it's keeping everybody engaged and everything, especially with our large group size, which has shrunk because we have on average 5 players at a time. We have a couple people that rotate in and out, but most of the time it is a 5-player story plus a dungeon master.
Yeah,
which is not too many. But
it's enough to make it a challenge.
It's enough to make it a challenge, especially for us who like we've never taken like an improv class. We're making this up on the fly while trying to remember everything.
Yeah,
and you start to feel out what everyone wants out of their story, right? And like, because we don't come from an acting background, we come from a video game background.
Yeah.
We want to get stronger. We want to level up. We want to get the new flashy item, the new skill, the new spell, the new that.
It's less of like character arcs,
right?
As it's more like character building.
Exactly, and it feels good. We all have our little quirks and stuff, but at a certain point, it's as we've been doing that for long enough, I'm really starting to like get not tired of it. But I'm just looking for a bit more of an acting exercise.
Yeah, something where it's like we're a bit more in game.
Like, and my biggest gripe with season 2 of Campaign 6 was just kind of the nature of the campaign on that front. Where the first one it had some rails, but I was dealing with people's individual stuff, and I was cutting back to everybody. And while you were in the city, you were very much like trying to do your own stuff. You had your own stuff with Ares International.
Yeah, trying to get my body
to get your body back, and Alexius, Troy's character, was like trying to deal with his wild magic and meeting the dragon below the subway, which I stole completely from Dimension 20. Literally just go watch Unsleeping City. But there was a lot more spread out at that time, But as soon as you guys got into hell, it was rails.
Yeah.
It was 9 layers of hell. I have challenges in the 9 layers of hell. What I gave you some leeway and like the way you accomplished those, but like as much as you guys really like the mech section, like where you got to pilot the robots, like that was just I had that prepared, and then you walked in and you did it. There was not a lot of
very linear,
very linear.
Yeah.
It was very much
to be fair,
here you are. Here's your path.
Yeah.
Start walking.
It wasn't bad to experience that either.
No, it was great.
Yeah.
You guys didn't have to start the riot on that one floor. You guys didn't have to go to like the sex bar on the lust level and stuff like that. Like you
I'm
guys,
so pissed I missed that section.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, you would have thrived.
Yeah, you didn't have to do any of that. It was fun, and you guys still got to improvise. But as much as that is,
Alexius found love. Like,
Alexius found love while you were gone. Yeah,
Alexius found love in hell.
In hell,
that is amazing.
from a buff orc bartender on the coolest level of hell. Yeah, the one that's actually not that bad if you're not a prisoner on it. It's pretty sick. But we're getting into the weeds a little bit.
If you weren't a grapist, everything was good.
If you weren't a grapist,
holy fuck,
or a grapist or a griled grolector.
Fuck me. You're fucked, bud.
If you weren't a chomo, that's a real word, by the way.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, you can guess what that means.
Yeah, right.
I believe it's a prison term. I believe it's what they call griled grillesters on the inside.
Oh my fucking.
This
Anyway,
is gonna be a horrible meme.
Yeah.
This is going to become a horrible
every
meme.
every time we have to say something we can't say, we just put GR in front of it.
What if that
if
that went mainstream? Could you imagine like somebody on fucking like global news or something just like yes, and this just in, the world's most infamous Gryle Grillester has been taken into custody
to get around censorship. Oh man,
it's like Troy with bees, where you put a bee in front of everything.
Oh yeah, well that's a meme. That's
just fun to do.
That's straight out of it.
Yeah. Like me and some friends did that in college, but to pivoting
back in.
But yeah, like we were talking about the campaign.
Yeah, we're talking about the campaigns, and we can't get too into the weeds because it's a thing we don't record. It's our individual Dungeons and Dragons games, but the feeling I want to start to convey is I'm thinking about very specific people at the table, and I will call them out right now.
Yeah,
Braden.
Yeah.
And Dustin.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and Dustin, I don't think comes from a lack of effort. I believe it's just kind of how he is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like he's a quiet guy, and he's not necessarily always super down. He has some moments, but I don't think Shorter has done anything.
Not really.
Like Shorter.
Not really.
Like Shorter, I love him, but like in the most recent session, me and him did go and build the church to Tyr.
Yeah,
we did do that, and that was super fun.
Because especially in the first season, he kind of like that was a running joke too. The whole like, hey, join my religion of Tyr. It's not a cult.
Yeah,
it's not a cult.
It's not a cult. It's not a cult. Join the religion of Tyr, and but that kind of has fallen away a little bit. He's probably the busiest out of any of us, and I get that with still being in school and work and stuff like that. But just while you're at the table, just making choices and things like that, and I've been giving Braden a bunch of leeway because he is new to the game.
Yeah.
He's the newest to the game, and when we first started playing originally, he did not. He sat in on a session, but like he never made a character for the entire first campaign until we eventually got this campaign 2 and he eventually wanted to join, which was like a year in.
Yeah.
Like I think I did the whole first year dungeon mastering the whole time.
Yeah, pretty much. Because it was you, and then
Val took over
because and Val had experience as a DM.
Val had played longer than I have.
Yeah,
I have DM longer for our current group because she's no longer in our group.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but because she moved away. But sadly, but at the time, I was like, oh my god, finally someone to take the weight off, and I can play a character like sick. But like, and then after that, I believe we might have went back to me for a little bit, but then we went to you.
We went to Dustin.
Oh, yeah, we went to Dustin for Waterdeep, and then back. You came in.
Well, then JDL did one session or a few, and then
that's
started
where we
mine.
got like 3 and 4 being like not really campaigns.
But and then once we got into yours, that's when it was like, okay, we are in a campaign.
Yeah. And the only reason we keep the structure is just because of how we've written it on Discord.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah. Honestly, if I had the chance to truly start everything over in campaign 5, I fucking might.
Fuck that.
Fuck, man.
We've had too many amazing moments.
Campaign 5 fucks. Campaign 5 is so fun.
You can't start over with the good guys.
That's fair.
It wouldn't be the same.
You know what? There's so many
fly Val back in.
You're right.
Yeah.
Dude, there are so many fucking notes that I have just discarded over the 2 years of playing.
Yeah.
Like,
well, yeah, because I would imagine you gotta like stuff will happen in the session where you gotta kind of decide on the spot. Okay, is this something that is going to like have what's the word?
Impacts?
Yeah, is this gonna have impact on the actual plot of the campaign?
Yeah,
or is this kind of just like a one-off throwaway?
Well, but here's the thing, right? Because like
repercussions.
I am going to openly quote Brendan Lee Mulligan from that Exandria Roundtable. I'm going to openly quote him right now. I'm paraphrasing a little bit, but there's 2 things he says in that I think is super poignant, and it's the term dungeon master is kind of, it gives this feeling of like, like I am the storyteller, and you guys are characters within my story, but that's inverted. That's wrong.
It's kind of the other
You're
way.
not if you are not one of the protagonists, at what point are you the storyteller?
Yeah,
and you are the one person Greek chorus for the rest of everyone else.
Yeah. To
have a story. But the other one that I wanted to lead in with that, but the other one that I think is super poignant is the metaphor of making dinner in a small kitchen. You're making there's a small kitchen. It can only hold a certain amount of people. You're making dinner for everybody, and you want to give
everyone's part of it.
Everyone's part of it, and you're giving people different dishes, and you want the whole thing to be a meal together. But you're giving everybody what they want.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. No, I see that.
Yeah. And you're the chef. You are trying to please them by moving the narrative along, but also giving everybody plot hooks that they're going to bite at and you're going to follow.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. That is that's something I've screwed up a lot in campaign 5, especially in the beginning. It's why I blew everything up and was just like, hey, future, go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why, and I was gonna like subtly move in that direction.
Yeah,
but then I remember
that was pretty sudden.
Yeah,
when the plot had to start happening, and it just kind of started happening. And we're like, okay, no, this is what the campaign's about. Yeah, because we did like 3 months where that wasn't the plot.
No,
because for a while it was just it felt like literal guild work. Because we joined that guild, it was like, all right, here's a mission, go do it. Here's a mission, go do it. And it like there was nothing wrong with that.
There was a lead into time a little bit with the time aspect with getting the gear that like we went into that cave and we came out like 2 weeks later.
Yeah,
but we were in there for like an hour, like the shit like that. But then as soon as we got back, the plot really started to ramp up and we started moving.
It's mainly because like I was talking to Jadiel that night.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I was telling him, I was just like, I don't like I get that we're over call and, people being engaged is much harder.
Yes.
But like I could just vastly tell that like there just wasn't like, there wasn't a hook for COVID. Yeah. So then like I was like,
I kind of forgot about that.
Yeah, right?
Well, that's why I'm excited to do it in person for my campaign.
Oh god, yeah.
Because like, well, for one thing, like the plot is getting kicked off in the first session.
Yeah.
Like it's as soon as you guys get in, you are immediately part of the plot and you are immediately pushing it forward.
Sure.
But coming back to what you said about it being like you're the storyteller being the DM.
Yeah.
It's not that way. I'm kind of approaching it like I don't know if you did, and I know for a fact you have not seen it, but did you watch Knights of Badassdom? Did I show you that movie?
You showed it to me, yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm more approaching it the way Ronnie Kwok was, the game master of the LARP.
Yeah.
Where it's like I'm not necessarily like I've come up with the plot and I've built the world, but once we start, that's on you guys. I'm overseeing it to essentially work with what you do.
Right.
Because like I told you guys, I've got roughly the first at least 3 sessions kind of mapped out somewhat.
I'm the same way for campaign 8.
Yeah. All 3 of those episodes essentially.
Yeah.
You guys, like, decisions are all up to you guys. You guys choose whatever you want to do. I have kind of ideas as to what'll happen with depending on what decisions you make.
Okay.
They're like I have no doubt that you guys can surprise me.
And the players always veer. If we can give you any advice, it's that don't make hard plans. Make events that are going to happen.
Yeah.
And hopefully they'll hook your players. And I want to because I brought up that whole thing of like, oh, you're not really the storyteller, you're like the Greek chorus. When you have players that are a little less engaged and are like, oh, well, you think of Volcano, right? Like Braden's character Volcano, and like I love the multiverse theory of Volcano, and I love that like it's the same name and the same soul of the same person entering each one. He doesn't remember anything, it's like a reincarnation thing, but like he uses the same name and the same type of stuff in each campaign, but like his class will be different, his character will be different, and his race will be different, and it's like a whole different character. It's just kind of a running gag. I'm all for that, but when that's kind of all that is there, it's a little hard to, and I this is not me shitting on Braden at all, but it is a little difficult to make him grasp on, but at the same time, he gets really into the mechanical stuff and not necessarily like looking through everything and like learning exactly like how to min-max. But when he is into his character and he's looking at his sheet, he'll need some help sometimes, like he did with his monk. But when he rolls a 20, he flips out. Like he's super into it. Yeah, he is such a more like tactile player in that way. And I wonder how we can get him to kind of like role play with us as well a little bit more, which he's been getting better at.
Well, that's the one thing, because like as we've noticed playing with him, each campaign, each Volcano has a different kind of personality.
Yeah, totally.
Which is what because do you guys care if I kind of spoil how I'm looking to work Braden into my story?
No, that's okay. Yeah, that's okay. It'd be sessions 1 stuff, so yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it'll be, well, maybe. Depends on how well he plays. Because the way I'm looking at doing it is kind of similar to the Elnar contrast.
Oh shit.
Okay,
we have X amount of Volcanos in the multiverse of Volcano, air quotes for those listening.
And just to point it out for people listening, Elnar and Elnok was a
we got into that on the last week.
We did, but just for this episode, for refresher, our buddy Jadiel played a character in our first campaign, which was a
bard,
that had a warlock alternate personality, and that lived in a rock that he carried around. And every time
that's what the significance of the rock was. Yes. Okay, I just thought
did you forget?
Did you not know that?
I never realized that the personality.
Well, remember when he threw the
rock in the sea, and then he passed out.
Yeah, I thought that was just like some extreme emotional attachment.
No, he was the rock.
I thought that was we broke Elnar.
No. He had 2 souls inside of him, and every time he went unconscious, the souls would switch. So one would be inside of the rock, and one would be inside of the person, but they couldn't separate longer than like 20 feet or whatever.
What if they both went unconscious?
The Rock never really had a consciousness. It just stored the other soul pretty well.
Oh, okay. No, I see.
If it was
like a pod.
if it was the warlock on the inside, it would like talk to him and stuff like that, like in his head.
Oh, that's freaky. Cool.
Like it would, but like no one else could hear it. So when Elnar would talk to the Rock, he was actually talking to.
Oh my god! I just thought he was crazy.
No, he wasn't crazy. Yeah, he was my favorite character of the entire first campaign, hands down. Before we even started, I was like, I love Elnar. Yeah. But anyway, he was very very cool character. But you're saying that Braden's gonna do something similar with the different...
Yeah, so basically we have all the personalities of Volcano.
Yeah.
If he goes unconscious, he has to roll a die that equals
D4,
out to how
D4,
D6 equals to how many
personalities
other than the one he is currently occupying.
Got it. Okay, if he rolls the same thing, roll again, kind of thing.
Yeah, either that or like
it depends if it's an odd number.
If he has 7 personalities, he rolls a D6.
D6. Okay, got it.
So that way,
7 would be crazy.
If he gets brought back up,
I hope
he is a different Volcano.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I like that.
Does he have a different class? That would be insane.
That's the one
Dude,
thing
if he
I'm
has
trying
like
to figure
6
out. Because
personalities or 5 or whatever.
Because I would essentially need him to
he would have
like
to have
rework
5 characters.
Like those characters back to the level that they would be.
That would be fucking wild.
That'll be kind of a nightmare. I'm thinking I might just go with like maybe just the personality of him.
Yeah,
that would
just
make
to kind of
if
like,
it's more than 2, I would do that. I would maybe 3, but that would be insane. And then you flip a coin.
Because that's how I'm kind of gonna try and get Braden a bit more immersed into it.
2 and 4, but
because he has the one. I think it was the first it was.
There's Volcano.
Because there was the first Volcano was a fire genasi,
which was a sorcerer.
It was a sorcerer.
There was the Volcano who was essentially Tony Stark.
The one that was basically Tony Stark was
in Jadiel's campaign, if I recall.
I think so.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and then there was because our buddy Braden loves Iron Man more than anything, and all the power to him. When I didn't know what to give him for fucking like Cyberpunk campaign, I just gave him like repulsor gloves and repulsor boots, and he had a great time.
He had a great time.
The look on his face when I gave this to him were unbelievable.
Oh yeah.
And you basically gave him a similar thing for your campaign as well. He's very easy to please in that regard.
Yeah.
But like
I'm gonna try and sidestep that too. I'm gonna try and get him into some kind of brand new territory.
Yeah. I hope so.
As opposed to like giving him
done it like
what
basically twice now.
He'll love.
Yeah.
But the other thing that I wanted to mention to Tony, because I told you about it last episode.
Yes.
Was I'm trying to work in every single one of my characters that I've played.
Dude, that is
NPCs.
It's so fun.
That is what I did.
You did that with Kai. I did that with Morgan in mine.
Yeah,
it's so fun.
I did that. Yeah, I did it with Kai and then Nicholas. I did that.
Yeah, Nicholas was in there too.
The only ones I haven't done have been.
I didn't put Julius in because I'm still playing Julius.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I'll do the rest since I already have like a bunch of established stuff. But I'll fuck around.
Have you made your character for Liam's yet?
Yes, he has.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
His
character was a joy to read through.
Hell
it was so fucking great.
Fuck yeah, bud.
I still have to give you like a formal document of mine, but we've basically talked about. I keep changing shit.
I still need to.
You basically know.
I need to have a chat with Troy to establish how his character is going to work.
Yeah,
because he's doing it in true Troy fashion.
Yeah.
So
mage. Is he a mage of some kind?
Yeah, he's a mage.
Well, to be fair,
because I was flip flopping on whether or not I was going to even have magic in this campaign.
You sure? Yeah, I believe you mentioned that to me.
I decided I am going to have magic, but there are caveats to it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there
sure.
are some major caveats.
Yeah.
That I won't say it's going to constantly follow you guys around.
Yeah.
But there are moments where if at least he doesn't think about this caveat, it can cause some serious trouble.
In that case, can I ask you a question about what you know about Morgan? Or not Morgan, Moreau? Does Moreau's bullshit where he is right now, does that count as magic?
I'll need to go
Does that count as magic?
I'll need to go through that again and get back to you.
I will say
it depends on
yeah.
Because what is it? Blood magic?
It's blood magic.
Blood magic. I would.
It's more of a like.
I would have to say it's got a similar caveat, but it's not something that it's not something that would cause as apparent issues.
Okay.
As it would with Troy.
Okay.
Because with Troy, it's like if he picks the wrong place to perform magic,
yes,
it's going to cause a lot of trouble and get a lot of unwanted attention.
Which I have to think about because my, did you see my breakdown of my levels?
You gave me a quick rundown.
I gave you a quick rundown. I have 3 levels because we're starting at level 5.
Yeah, because you said you have Blood Hunter
at 3,
Fighter, and
Rogue.
Yeah.
So I have 3 levels of Blood Hunter, 1 level of Fighter, 1 level of Rogue.
Fucking jeez.
Yeah, because that's not going to be as difficult to manage, especially because you said you were looking at putting pretty well all your points in a Fighter.
I was thinking about it, but I'm immediately going to get Blood Hunter to 5 for his 2 attacks.
Yeah.
But after that, I'm going to put a bunch of points in Fighter because I want to cast spells as a fighter.
Fair enough.
Which will eventually be a problem, apparently. Because those are wizard spells.
Yeah, because once you get into like wizard level spells, it's essentially.
I'll be casting firebolt and shit.
Do you guys care if I just tell you what the caveat is?
Sure.
Or do you
go nuts.
Yeah. So basically, in the lore of the world,
sure,
all of the mages that were like known mages were essentially rounded up by the Chosen when they took over, and were given the option of you serve us with no wavering, or we will kill you on the spot right now.
Right. Like,
because I'm also planning to take wizard spells.
Yeah,
this is that. Hey, man, you guys can do whatever you want. It's just like if you're in a populated area and you cast a spell, a lot of guards are going to be on your ass.
What about divine magic?
Divine magic?
Yeah,
because like I'm
how
cleric,
the gods
right?
work. Yeah.
Actually,
I'm technically doing rating
because Ben was asking me about what like the pantheon of gods is and stuff like that. I actually do have a list of gods. I can go through it right now with you guys if you want.
While you pull that up, I do want to ask because of my line, I'll say.
Yeah.
Because not all of them did what I do.
Okay,
they were
like your lineage.
The lineage. There was a wide variety of styles that people adopted. It's just this is the one I went with. There's also some story stuff I want to talk to you about with the family.
Yeah.
But that'll be spoilers, and I don't want to discuss
especially
it with Tony
for
on
because
here,
of the area that your race is from.
Yes.
It'll be I don't want to say difficult, but it'll be interesting how I'm going to work that out while still maintaining the overall feel of that region.
Sure.
But anyway, so I got the list up here.
Yep.
So the first one we got is Tikarut. His name is Tikarut.
What's
pronounced Tikarut?
What's the pantheon?
This is the gods of the world.
Did you make it?
Yep.
Shit, you made it?
This is all home. The whole world is home.
Holy shit! Oh, much better than me.
Yeah.
So we've got.
we just took the regular one.
Tikarut. He's like the kind of god of the earth.
Sure. Yeah.
Like so, he's nature. Pretty much worshipped by environmental activists and whatnot. He's like the Lorax, but a god. Pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, okay.
That's what I wrote.
We speak for the trees. Yeah.
We've got Gamis, the goddess of wisdom.
Okay.
She knows all that has happened, is happening, and is yet to come. However, the price she's paid for this knowledge is a vow of silence. She doesn't communicate with mortals or other gods.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
We have Baccarat, the god of justice.
Yeah.
Ensures that all evildoers meet some sort of punishment. However, a dark force clouded his judgment after the rise of the chosen.
Okay.
Harissa, the goddess of lies.
Yep.
She is the cause of all deception and corruption in the world. Rumor has it the Naga clan, the clan from the west.
My place, yeah.
Yeah. No, you're from the east.
Or sorry, yes, but yes.
The Naga clan struck a deal with her ages prior to the campaign, but no proof was ever documented of this, so it's just a rumor.
Yeah. How many are these total?
Let's see.
You just scroll down the list.
4, 5, 6.
We don't have to go through all of them,
8,
but the
9, 10, 11.
11.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah.
Then there's Chandria, god of time. This god takes neither the form of a male nor female, They do not actually have a physical form. They ensure the flow of time stays constant and neither speeds up nor slows down.
Time is
They do not concern themselves with the struggle of the realm, as there are bigger threats for them to deal with.
Fair.
Vesna, the goddess of death, ensures all creatures make their way to the void after their demise. For some creatures seek to claim the power of the dead for themselves.
Got it.
Kriat, the god of luck, a deity gone rogue who has decided to tip the scales of luck in or against people's favor as he chooses. Praying to him could grant a windfall of luck, could guarantee your demise, or could just be a farce. There's no way to know unless you're the DM.
I like it. It's a gamble.
Yeah,
I like the gamble.
But it's also, you could pray to him, he doesn't say anything, and then you have good or bad luck, and that could have just been nothing.
Yeah.
That could have just been good or bad luck.
Then there's Delphi, the last dragon, who is the only supreme being to exist in like the physical plane.
Yeah.
And was given the title of a god.
Okay.
She dwells deep below the volcano.
Summer.
Deep below the volcano in the northern wildlands, encased in stone. Legends say she lives beneath the stone, but nobody has confirmed that theory, as she's buried too deep to tell, and no one has returned from a journey to the volcano.
Okay.
Then there's Cultus, one of the two remaining architects who forged the universe from darkness in the dawn of creation. Very little is known about the architects, as information of them has been locked away in the capital archives for centuries.
Okay.
Same thing with Cathar. He's the second remaining architect.
Yep.
And then there's Comanthi, the Storm, an ancient evil banished from the plane of existence to an unknown dimension. He only has access to a fraction of his powers and works through manipulating minds of Eriseia's inhabitants.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Nice.
I had to come up with that in an afternoon because I needed something to give Ben so he could base his character.
Oh my god,
dude, you're fucked.
You're out of your mind.
The fact that I came up with it that quickly, I was like, okay, good. I could come up with bullshit on the spot.
Yeah, that's most of it. That's most of what you do. How many dumb questions have I asked you as Julius, where you have to make up something?
A lot.
Because
oh my God.
Julius doesn't stop asking you questions.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
It's just like there's like a lot of like you ask a question, I'm like, that's a good question actually. Oh fuck.
Because at that point you kind of have to like make an effort to remember what your answer was.
Yeah.
So
if you've answered this before,
it comes back later.
Shit.
And you're just like you give them completely opposite information.
Yeah.
Like,
but as long as they don't remember, it was always that way.
I mean, the nice thing with obsessing over your world and making everything is like you just kind of know it off the back of your hand.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So like if you ask anything about, gods related, I'm like, oh yeah, it's just this. Oh, it's just that.
And as long as you're the wizard, man, as long as it's the Wizard of Oz and you're behind the curtain, just don't look behind the curtain because you don't want. As far as everyone knows, I know everything. If you ask me, I will always say I knew that ahead of time.
Yep.
I know nothing. When you if there is a very real chance if I said something and someone asked me did you prepare that, I will say yes, and I will not have prepared it prior. It is an illusion. It is the illusion of confidence. It is the illusion of what's the word?
Is all you really need.
Yeah,
it's the illusion.
It's because you want you want the players to feel like they're in something real, to feel like they're in something that has been curated and prepared, as much as it is an improv exercise for the most part.
Well, that's what my biggest focus was like getting this world built, because I had started talking about doing a campaign back when we were in the Discord days during early pandemic.
Yeah. But
that's when I started working on it.
But also, you started writing this as a book.
Yeah, that was the other thing. Was I started writing that as like a potential potentially series of books, potentially as like a pitch for a TV show, something like that.
I think you talked to me about a game or something like that at one point.
A game, yeah. Looking back, if I pitched it to you as a game, that was 150% me biting off way more.
Yeah.
Like, but I'm just excited because I've got all this lore kind of built out. Yeah. So that for the most part, like, especially for the first few campaigns, because I'm probably gonna be running this from my fucking laptop. Like, that'll be what I have. And then it'll be like you can ask me a question, and there will be multiple cases where I'll probably be like, 1 second, and then I'll like
control
honestly go through my source material.
Yeah, that's something I wish I did a lot more when I started.
Yeah,
was just like when you'd ask me something, I'd be like, all right, Give me 1 sec.
Yeah.
I wish I did that more because, like, instead I'd either make something up or just straight up tell you, I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, which is just not right.
Yeah, you shouldn't say I don't know.
No.
But it's all about, like, it's, and at the end of the day, we're talking about making these worlds and making these stories, but, like, if we get into to Liam's, to yours, and we start to play, and it's clear that, like, as much as we are engaged in the plot, there's something else that in the world that we find interesting that we keep just straying towards, then that will have to adjust accordingly, right?
Oh yeah, that'll have to adjust accordingly, and like, because the other nice thing is, essentially when I was writing it as the idea for a book, I started writing the main, like, what the actual plot of the book would be,
right,
at a certain point. Essentially 10 years before where the book would begin is where this campaign will end.
Yeah.
So I know exactly where where and how it's going to end.
Yeah.
So at least if you guys, like, if you stray off and start going to, like, your backstory, and, like, going to do that shit, I can still work that in as, like, something that is building towards the end.
Sure.
Sorry, you finish up.
Yeah, because and I have been given that thought.
Yeah.
Like, how I can work your backstory in, because that's ultimately is I want everything to kind of flow.
Yeah.
And work in a way where you guys can essentially do whatever you want in the world, and it is still building towards that end.
That ultimate conclusion. Because, like, the thing I've noticed is that, like, when you start... So the main problem I had with some of the previous characters and making things feel, like, warranted and, like, everyone's getting their time was your character, when they join the story, should have some sort of goal.
Yeah.
Should have some sort of end point. You know, like, and this is not, like, there's good and bad versions that we've seen and whatever, but, like, there's no I mean I mean this in, like, a way that, like, I personally am upset at how I dealt with it, but it was a very good hook at the very start when you guys were robbing things, to have the group of 3 thieves that turned into the group of 2 thieves because we couldn't track down Phil.
Yeah. Oh no, that was something I truly wanted to try out with Braden and Phil, because I know, like, the two of them, the one thing I knew about the two of them is that they would struggle in making characters and establishing a backstory.
Yeah.
So because I've been DMing for a while, I figured it'd be a good way to just bring them in a little bit and try to see if I can get them to, you know, be more engaged and have, like, an already set.
And that was good, but as soon as we got away from, like, the sort of, like, crime aspect and we started the hell crawling, it got to this point of, like, man, you guys are all just, you guys have the same goal. Then the same goal you all have is the main plot.
Yeah.
Some of you came to me with different stuff. Some of you came, like, I had Lien, the rival of Troy, of Lexius. I was like, okay, well, he, at the end of campaign 1, he, like, burnt down the headquarters and everything, and he's working for the Devils. So he was a boss. He fought with Richard Mack in the second season, and that was cool, and that delved in and everything. But, like, and you had your thing about wanting to be Liquid Metal, and that was a plot hook for me to latch onto and try to get you guys invested. Apollo and
I actually didn't have any,
and Volcano and I tried a little bit as much as I could with Phi, because Richard Mack was I had Dustin in because Richard Mack.
Yeah.
Right? He was so integral to the plot that, like, even when he switched to Phi to still be on the good guys team, that like, she didn't get a ton to do. She was related to the dragon and whatever, and related to Troy and Alexius and stuff like that. But, like, the only ones that I didn't really have anything for were you and Braden. Yeah. And I feel like that's partly a failing on my part, but I'm as we get more into, and as which is why I wanted to do a session 0 about making characters together for campaign 8 when we're spacefaring, that I want the crew made. I don't want you guys to meet in a cantina and you have to like join up together. I want you guys to already have been a crew for a period of time.
Yeah.
Because that just having everyone have an interaction with each other and like a relationship of, do you like this person? Do you not like this person? Do they owe you a favor? Do they are you related by blood, or did they wrong you in some way? That whole thing about you can do that in that way, but also still have, it feels like you're coming in medias res. It feels like you're coming in the middle of something important.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like
it's a world. Yeah. Like at that point, it's a world that has been lived.
Yes, that is already feels like we're coming into a story that will have its main plot and may have its thing that you guys are the force you're trying to combat, but at the same time you're in space. Like, go with. Is one of your characters the equivalent of a goddamn Jedi? Then yeah, I'll build out the order of whatever that is, and you know what I mean. Like, I want you guys to be so free in science fiction, anything to make your characters that I can plot hook you, but the freedom of science fiction is also its problem, where it is like in fantasy you can go like a magic spell sealing the thing forever, and it's like, well, no, that is a bureaucratic system that is holding this person in this place due to these rules. But at the same time, the galaxy is so wide and big that you can basically do whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can be like, I'm from X planet.
X planet, sure. Fuck it.
Like, you could be like, oh yeah, this planet, the gravitational pull is so strong that on any other planet I can super jump.
Yeah, sure, great. Yeah.
It's like, that kind of like it's a ripoff from Man of Steel, but
that or fucking the whole thing about like, oh, my planet is entirely underwater.
Yeah.
So I live in a tank, but I can go outside of the ship in a robot.
Yeah, like you need
whatever.
You need the thing that fucking SpongeBob and Patrick would put on whenever they went to
Sandy's
house. They just have the aquarium of water on their heads.
Yeah. Or you do what Reva from Star Trek Odyssey does, where she telepathically links to a droid, and the droid goes outside of the ship, but she's always on the ship. Like, there's stuff to do with that, and I'm very excited for that, but I'm hoping to fix a lot of my amateur mistakes with the next season. But I'm glad that you guys, even though you are my friends, I feel like you would tell me if I was like really fucking up.
Yeah.
So like,
that is something I truly hope as well.
Like I'd wait until you're driving me home after the session, and I'd essentially give you like Joe Rogan talking to Brandon Shaw. I'm just like, all right, it's time to have the talk.
It's time to have the talk. You're fucking up, man. I don't know what you're doing.
I think you'd be surprised, kind of thing. Like,
yeah.
Pivoting back a little bit.
Yeah, go for it.
The one thing I
take my pivot.
Taking a page out of your book. And going back a few paces. The one I wanted to the one thing I'm trying to do with the campaign, it's such a weird off tangent for a second that relates to the main topic, but have you guys seen the trailer for FF7 Remake Part 2?
Yes.
No.
Okay. There is a when I was planning the next arc, I had a general structure. I just don't know how I was going to go about doing it.
Right.
And then there was a question posed in that trailer that I fucking adore, and it is, what is fact and what is fiction?
Right.
And that is the entire that question alone is how I've built the story and structure of the next arc.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So it's
because we kind of blew through that the Stone Forest. Last time.
That honestly, that was for me to ease back in, just very lighthearted. That's what I truly wanted it to be.
Just give us something to kind of do.
Yeah, exactly. And like honestly, it was just also just so I can get Cray his fucking little beat thing.
Yeah.
Because like I was thinking, I was like, I don't know how to fucking get him to the Stone Forest without you guys going halfway across the fucking world.
Yes, we had to go halfway across the fucking world.
So I was like, I'll just say there's no other objective other than go to Stone Forest.
I like how mad Julius got it. I like how mad Julius gets it Amzier every time.
I know, it's so funny.
Every time.
It's so funny.
Julius does not like. She kind of likes Amzier, but and she's warmed up to her more. But there's just like,
but every time,
fucking, what are you doing?
Yeah. Like with Julius, it's like with Amzier and Julius, it's like every time Amzier's getting in her good graces, it's still like one step forward, 2 steps back.
Yeah,
right.
Well, you know what's so interesting? There's a super weird dichotomy. Because Amzier, she knows the iterations of you.
I know,
and like
I wonder if we get into arguments every iteration,
and like it's something so interesting to play off of because it's just like, I'm playing as a character that I know the arguments. Yeah. I know this is you. And it's just like I either have to roll with it or, just in blissful ignorance.
But the hilarious part is we're the only 2 people that know how to send.
Yeah.
So we're always talking to each other because I'm a cleric and I'm just like, why? Okay, so we had to go on a boat for weeks at a time because you were busy, and now as soon as we're over here and you want to teleport us back, you can just do that? Okay, what do you mean you can't pick us up here? You're a fucking time wizard.
Yeah,
come on, Doctor Who, get your TARDIS and get over here.
But the one thing I want to do with the next arc is it's like you said with like engagement. I want to like there is the story there, but how I've planned it out is it's a lot more personal driven. Yeah. Rather than just a grand overarching story. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know the correct word for it, but like there's the primary element, which is the primary story. Yeah. Yep. And then there's the secondaries.
Sure.
Yeah.
And what I've really found out while writing the stories for campaign is it's set, like, establish the primary element. Yeah. And while they're progressing, have secondary elements that tie in so closely to that primary element that it feels so much more alive and they feel so much more engaged.
And you care more about the primary when your shit is weaving into it.
Exactly.
Right? And go ahead.
And so sorry, and especially too if those secondary elements are very, very closely tied to your characters. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that has been a fucking challenge and a half to do for this one.
And look, I'm talking about people in our group giving a bit more effort into their characters and stuff like that, and how it's been like a thing on my mind recently. Julius is not that complex. No. She had some trauma about being part orc and about like showing her body and stuff like that. So she hid behind like a wall of armor, and she's been getting over that. And she's pretty much completely over that now.
Yeah, because like she used to just not talk.
She barely talk, and she would have to like bathe completely separately from everybody, like on another part of the island, and like just refused to take any show any skin at all. Mm-hmm. And then we got into the whole God Squad stuff, and that became more of her thing. Yeah. She is not complicated. She has had 2 plot points.
Yeah. It's made it really easy just to like it almost feels like a comfort blanket. Yeah. Because I'm like, I try to deal with Cray's absurdity of a backstory. Volcano's, now that everything in Campaign 5 has been established, I'm now diving deep into that. Yes. Azir's, I had other plans, and then it was just like, no.
Yeah, eventually, I just kind of got tired of playing Azir. Yeah. And I wanted something cool shit, different. So it was like, how can we work this?
By the end, he was basically Pontiff Sullivan.
Yeah.
Like, he was sick. Like from Dark Souls. He was very, very cool.
I made such a major mistake with that fucking, with that necklace. Yeah. Because, like, when I was making it originally, I was just like, oh, this would be perfect. And then, like, when you started using real action, like, you were like, oh, but this also adds, like, the D6 also add on this, too. And I was like, Oh, shit.
You're just kind of there fuck, I
you're
broke
right.
him.
Yeah.
You're right.
I broke the character.
I feel that way with giving fucking Alexius that Watch of Dual Cast, dude.
Oh my
Holy
god.
shit.
Oh
By
my
level 20, when he's doing slow into Disintegrate, I'm like,
yeah.
like, oh, what did I gave that to you at like 4th level. Oh, that was way less bad then.
Yeah.
The dude that Watch a Dual Cast is so good. I was playing a red mage in 14 at the time. I was like, that's cool.
Yeah.
I like that. Just being able to cast 2 spells in a fucking turn.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot.
The nice thing with just giving players the stupidest fucking shit possible
Yeah.
is I can throw
You can throw whatever you want.
I can throw what I have been able to, and it's the first step in that was the Ivernus Bolton fight.
Yep.
And that was like a really, really real testing ground for me to see.
What level were we at that point?
7?
Something like that, but you also gave us a bunch of magical weapons right before that.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's when I got
buffed us up
Tente.
really
We got
so
Tente,
you
we got Erendite, we got Failnaught, we got the dual katanas.
Oh yeah, Niten Nichu.
Nintanichu, we got those.
Bro,
Nintendo
ripped off
Shiryu,
from
yeah.
FGO so badly.
Yeah. Well, so was like Erendite and stuff like that.
Yeah,
A bunch
well,
of them were.
Those
You were
swords
in
were
a
fucking
Faint
awesome.
Grand Order at the time.
Well, everything
that's all I'm doing.
Yeah, well, everything I've made in the campaign,
Yeah.
like story-wise, content-wise, have all been ripped off from somewhere. Like the Kingdom of Tenebrae, right?
Right.
That was originally called the Kingdom of Velen because I ripped it off from The Witcher 3.
Yeah.
And then the actual continent does not look like does not actually look like it.
Yeah.
But at some point I just changed it to Tenebrae because I was playing Final Fantasy 15 at the time. Then Capim, the entire map of Capim
Yes.
is a literal 1-for-1
Yep.
of the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Time.
Really?
It is if you put them side by side,
That's
it is a
really funny.
it is a 1-for-1
great.
perfectly. The Kingdom of Sol and Kyphnos.
Yes.
Fire Emblem Fates.
That's really funny.
It is fucking
Dude, okay.
dumb.
Okay. Well, that's something I also want to bring up because we don't record our D&D campaigns, and nor would I fucking want to.
No, I use way
Like
too much
I
copyrighted
am
music.
willing to make content, but like man, we like that is something that like we get away with putting the amount of time we put into it because we don't record it and we don't have to have shit be canon. We just make it up and we have fun with our friends. But there's the actual play people are out of their minds because that sounds so stressful.
Oh yeah. Well, like even music. Like there is so much
That
copyrighted
too,
music.
right? We use so much. All of fucking campaign 6's and campaign 8's soundtrack that I have on Spotify is completely copywritten.
Yeah.
Every single one of them.
Oh yeah, same.
Like you like that was one thing. Like even if we were to stream, like well honestly I don't know because I feel like I would be fine with streaming mine.
Yeah.
Mainly because I would like start the stream off just being like, I've never DM'd before. This is gonna be a mess. Any feedback is great, but I'm probably not gonna read it anyway.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I would definitely get in trouble with the copyrighted music because I'm looking at I want to write my own boss songs,
right? Because you actually write music
that.
and you play your
write
own music and
record
stuff
it.
like that. Like that's
So like I'm gonna give us some pretty heavy fucking boss music.
yeah.
But everything else is gonna be like from video games,
Game of Thrones and Skyrim,
it'll
and
be like,
Witcher, and
I'm definitely planning on using a lot of the Skyrim soundtrack.
dude, it's so good.
Yeah.
Like
Secunda's still one of my favorites.
Secunda's
so good.
But like, it'll be a lot of soundtracks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
One other thing that I actually wanted to mention because I told you about this idea.
Yeah.
I haven't told you about it.
Ooh.
The first session of my campaign, I'm gonna show up with a hat.
All right.
And inside that hat is going to be a bunch of folded pieces of paper.
Oh yes.
And I'm going to pass it around to each player and say, pull a paper, don't open it yet. And then when everybody has it, they're all going to open them. it's going to be a country of origin that is going to be your character's accent for the entire game.
Oh no!
Yep.
No!
And I'm bad at accents, and I'm kind of hyped.
I so wanted to do Canadian.
Yeah.
I so wanted to just be like, oh, you're fucking hurt
I'm
there,
gonna
bud.
have Canadian as an option.
Yeah.
Because like this is ripped out of the drinking game that I made called the Drinky Town Shuffle.
Yeah.
At level 2 of the Drinky Town Shuffle, you have to pull an accent, and you have to speak in that accent until you get to either A, level 3, or if you B, get caught cheating and get pushed back to level 1.
Oh my god.
So, it's gonna have like Justin mentioned that I have to pretty well avoid Asian accents.
Yes.
Because
you cannot
do an unoffensive
Asian accent.
It's
even if you mean like in your heart to be completely
like I'm half Asian. I still sound racist.
Yeah, like because like the one thing is anytime anybody does an Asian accent, the first thing they go to is the fucking prank calls accent, whereas the Harlem lady fuck you bick kind of thing.
Well, it's just so easy.
Oh yeah,
it's so easy.
It's really easy.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna be doing a lot of different accents for different characters, like different NPCs and stuff like that. That's one thing I'm actually excited about with working in my old characters is giving them new voices, new accents, because every single character,
it's just you.
Even with Azir, I started it off trying to do British, and then I just said, fuck this.
Yeah.
British is hard.
British is hard.
I would give a caveat that like we're gonna pick the ones out of the hat, and it's like you can use them as suggestions, but the only thing you can't do is your own voice.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like
you know what I mean? Like everyone can pull, and if you want to be like, oh, I got British, I still want to really do Canadian. Like that should be fine. But like if you just be like, oh, I don't want to do British, I'm just gonna talk like me. Fuck you.
Yeah, that's not fun. I mean,
I do want people to kind of try and adhere to the papers.
Yeah,
just because I think that'd be so fun. Could you imagine like somebody gets a Russian accent? They've never done a Russian accent in their life.
I hope to God I get like Russian or something.
I am still gonna
do.
As a potential.
I can't do British. I cannot do British.
As a potential for you, I am gonna throw Kermit the Frog in there.
Oh my, you motherfucker!
Yeah. If somebody pulls Kermit,
I will go horse the whole way. I cannot do Kermit for a campaign. I cannot do Kermit for 4 hours at a time.
That's true.
Yeah. That's something I'm really looking forward to because I especially because I think it'll help especially with immersion.
Yeah. Well,
just like having a voice that you know is your character's voice.
No, 100%. That's why I'm excited for this because I completely agree with that.
Yeah.
And it's also like when you're at the table and you hear everyone else speaking in character and wanting to be in character,
it makes
it feels good.
It makes you want to stay in character.
It makes you want to stay in character. It's why some of our best moments are everyone being in character and like that we remember fondly from campaign 1, campaign 5 and 6. That like it's my favorite thing, Tony, you have ever done is throwing a Molotov cocktail at a
that was
thanks so much. Boom.
I cannot describe the joy that brought me as well.
We were on the floor without breath. Just
oh my god!
Especially because Dustin and I were out for a smoke when that happened.
Alexius,
we come in back to just chaos.
Alexius shoots a man he mugged. You see it and go, hey, watch this. And you light a Molotov cocktail another man had given you to throw into a shop. That man went, thank you, and killed himself. And then, like, it was just because of the layer of hell you were on, it just almost made sense. And then the entire session after that devolved into complete disarray.
Oh, that was...
I just loved the fact that we finished off that episode. We get to what you were initially gonna have us as a boss fight, and he's just like, please leave, please get the fuck off my level. Like you have fucked everything up
because it wasn't not a fight. Like you caused the riot, and then you did beat all of his bodyguards.
Yeah,
and then he was like, fuck it, just leave,
just get out.
I'll just like you don't have to kill him, just leave. I'll give you what you want. Just get the fuck off my level.
We were just there, just like, all right, okay.
Yeah,
cool.
we don't gain anything from killing you. Fine, like it's you're giving us what we want.
One thing I've tried to do a lot in campaign 5 as well, relating to that, is if there's ever a moment where it's like it seems like a lot of fun's about to come from this.
Yeah.
Like I like to just dial it up to 100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I just was like, let's just see how far this can go.
Like running up the stairs.
Yeah, that was pure fucking absurdity.
We are heroes. We are strong.
We are here to fuck your mom. We are heroes. We are strong. We are here to fuck your mom. Yeah, God, that
becoming the fucking slogan for the good guys.
Yeah, like crazy, man.
Is that around the time we founded the name The Good Guys as well?
That was shortly after.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, because that was me trying to talk to
the church guy.
The church guy.
That was
for I almost said Pelor. No, for Bahamut.
Oh my god.
And me just being like, relax.
Yeah,
relax.
Yeah, I have never
Hands
had
on the
so
shoulders. Unable to move,
Yeah.
and you just have a fucking. How tall is Julius again?
6'2", 6'3".
Yeah, you have a 6'3" half orc in front of you, just like relax.
Well, not even half orc. I believe at the time she is still completely in armor.
Yeah,
just unable to make any sort of expression out underneath the helmet.
So
essentially, just there like the fucking pyro from TF2, just like relax.
Yeah, kind of.
Just relax.
Just relax.
Yeah.
Like
I've never had so much fun like being a NPC.
Fuck, we were crying. We were laughing.
You were already laughing, and then I believe I just said relax, and you just lost your mind.
It was just fucking hilarious. It was like the last thing you would do is fucking relax.
Yeah. It's just like the big fucking
that's
motherfucker in
Julius has a
+0
to charisma. That is what she believes to be right.
That's so perfect.
Yeah,
too.
and I believe you had me roll a persuasion check or some shit, and I rolled like a nat 1 and he passed out. I think that's what happened. Like,
oh shit.
Yeah.
We've had so many amazing moments in our campaigns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
it's why we want to talk about it, and I wanted to have Tony on to talk about the sort of thing to discuss this level of storytelling. Like, we're not super great at it, but it brings us so much joy.
Yeah.
And we do it as much as we can every week.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it's that thing, because like I think a lot of people think when you play D&D, you gotta adhere to all the rules of like fucking D&D 5e or whatever.
Bro.
Where it's like, no, we're just shitting out D&D sessions.
Yeah.
Just because we want to play D&D.
And it's
like, hey,
it's the social thing we get to do every Sunday. It's this reset of like, I get to see all of my best friends as much as they'll show up and whatever. And we've a couple people haven't come for the last few months, but like for the most part, it's most of my best friends sitting around rolling dice, and that's what matters. I just am talking about getting a little more into it because of the amount of time we've been playing at this point.
Yeah, and I think it's justly so.
Yeah, in which to some point, like, you'd be like, oh, you've only played for how long have we been playing?
We've been playing for about, I would say,
4 years?
3 years now, because we started 2019, I believe.
We started when I was still pushing carts.
We started when me and Val just started dating.
That was, was that 2018 or
maybe just a little after me and Val started dating?
Probably, because like
I was
Here,
I had just turned 19 when we started dating, and I believe we started the next summer or some shit. We've been dating for like 5 or 6 months.
Yeah, because if I remember correctly, the year that we started playing D&D was the year that we did New Year's over at Val's place.
It was,
I believe it was 2019 summer.
It was also because like it's a weird thing, but it was also the year the Toronto Raptors went and won the championship.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was 2019.
Because I remember when we were doing it in my dining room, I would run back to the living room and watch because they were up against the Philadelphia 76ers. And it was like a 7-game series. And I remember watching it a lot.
Yeah.
But it had to have been around there.
Doing it in the dining room.
Oh, it was such a bad idea.
Yeah, well, that's when we went to the basement. And
yeah.
We eventually, when we came back from COVID, we moved to the garage.
Oh, and
which I miss the basement. I do.
Yeah.
I get it. Like, I get why we should be doing the garage. But
I honestly kind of like the garage a bit better than the basement.
Except when it's cold.
Yeah, it gets cold.
It gets really cold in there.
Yeah.
He's got the heater in there.
He does, but it doesn't help.
Yeah,
it's
well,
like, it helps, but it doesn't
the one thing
doesn't fix it.
The one thing we found an actual leak in one of the doors.
Yeah.
Like an air leak.
Yeah.
So that's why they're like the air would be warm, but the floor would just be frigid.
The floor is so cold.
Yeah,
That's
so
the main problem.
so my dad sealed it.
Yeah.
So now, like whenever I turn that heater on,
Okay.
it should be fine.
Hopefully. Okay. That gives me a little more hope.
Because once you got a leak, it's like, it'll just suck. It'll just like be pushing cold air in.
What? Yeah, it sucks because Tony, I know we actually wanted to ask you about this as well because you are someone who enjoys the cold.
I do. I love it.
Yeah.
You do enjoy the cold.
Yeah.
What kind of psychopath are you?
Hey, man. Look, I'll tell you right now. When you were from Winnipeg, Manitoba, the fucking cold is just like absolutely nothing.
Bro, what is your ideal temperature?
My ideal temperature?
Like outside.
Yeah,
outside.
Ideal outdoor temperature.
Yeah. What's your
ideal temperature? 5 degrees.
Okay.
Fucking really?
5 degrees.
That's
ideal,
better than what I thought you were gonna say.
My ideal outdoor temperature is around 20.
Oh, that's gross.
I like
20
like 10 to 20. 20 at the max, but like
too hot.
20 is not that hot. 20 is like t-shirts
like,
and jeans.
One of my favorite things about the cold.
Celsius for you Americans.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Celsius.
We're not fucking freezing our balls off in 20 degrees Fahrenheit weather.
Oh yeah, imagine 0 degrees Fahrenheit. Like we might as well be fucking dead.
That's fucking murder.
I think that's minus 30, isn't it?
Yeah,
I believe so.
Okay, so that's about a typical
shit winter. Minus 30 is fucking disgusting.
Well, I've worked in minus 30.
Me too, and it's not fun.
No, I know.
No, it's awful.
Doesn't kill you though, not yet.
Like, it will though.
It makes
minus 30 will kill you.
It makes you want to die at least.
Yeah.
Like,
the air below minus 10, the air hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah. As soon as the air becomes painful, that's where I'm like, okay, fuck outside.
Yeah. I will say this, like, there is, because you guys have never, I don't think you guys have gone over to the West Coast.
West Coast.
I've been in the West Coast in the States, not in.
So have you ever been to prairies in the winter?
That's the East Coast. Oh no, sorry, no. That's the Maritimes. I'm mixing up the two. My bad. Yeah. Go ahead.
So, like the winter you guys have here in Ottawa, it is like it is a very damp like air because of the Ottawa Valley.
Yep. Wet and cold.
Yeah, when you're in the prairies, it's dry. So
it's better.
Yeah, well, kind of. So like when it's like because you're in the prairies, it gets colder.
Yeah.
So like Saskatchewan last year, right? Saskatchewan went up to minus 56. Which at that point you close everything.
Yeah.
You close everything because I think exposed out in that temperature.
Yeah.
For that you can legitimately die.
Well, yeah, no. Of course.
You can die at minus 30, but like yes, you're a likely to die in minus 56.
Yeah, and I think it was 56 or 51.
That is Arctic Circle temperatures.
Yeah.
That is like, I believe the Arctic Circle's like average temperature is like minus 60 or some shit. Like it's cold.
Yeah. And
at night.
Like, oh yeah. And in the prairies too, it's like because it's just a dry cold, you feel your eyes freeze, your nose, ear tips, like you feel any external body part freeze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you feel a damp cold, you can have 20 jackets on.
Yeah.
But as soon as you get like that tiny fucking sliver of wind on the back of your nape, like you are like done.
Yeah.
Donezo.
Oh yeah, that's
100%.
like because like I have a theory about here in Ottawa.
Okay.
It's not a good theory, but it has fucking stood up every single time for me.
I love it.
For some reason, in the winter,
Mm-hmm.
whenever you go to put gas in your car,
Yes.
the moment you step out of the car, the wind just go like it could go from nothing to just because every fucking time during the winter, I'll get out of my car to put gas in it, and it just immediate, and it's just like, oh my god,
that is
I hate my life. I want to kill myself. Fuck Canada, fuck Earth, fuck all of this shit.
Bro, I work at a gas station. Like,
yeah,
like I actually in the gas station, I have to be the bad guy.
Yeah,
because like everybody in like like I get it. It's like minus 20.
Yeah.
You go inside your car while the pump's going. I'm gonna walk over to your car. I'm gonna turn off the pump and be like, you gotta be out.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I do it every fucking time. And whoever they say like, oh, but I'm cold. I'm like, yeah, same. You have to be out here for 2 minutes. I have to be here for 8.5 hours. Like, I'm fucking cold too, bud.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which I get it, but like,
I did that this morning though. I like because I was filling up at an SO or whatever.
Yeah.
And I put it in, put the latch, and then I just sat in my driver's seat.
yeah, hey man, don't do it at Costco. Just don't do it at Costco station. That's what I tell everybody. Just like, look, like you could do it, just don't do it here.
Yeah.
Simple as that. Like, do it at Shell, sure. They won't care.
So why can't they do it at Costco?
So
do you just not trust people to not drive away with the fucking gun in their car? Like,
so for that one, yes, but it's also it also goes against regulations and law because each pump has to be supervised.
Yeah.
So
it's like how you can't smoke at a pump.
Yeah.
You're supposed to turn your car off.
So because the station I work at has 22 pumps.
Mm-hmm.
There needs
so many pumps.
Oh,
That's
it's
a lot
absurd.
of fucking pumps.
Oh yeah.
So many pumps.
There has to be
Costco.
there has to be some people at the station watching over, but on top of that, every single pump needs to be supervised.
Yeah.
It needs to be watched because when you set that auto trigger, it doesn't say on the pump in fine print that this is supposed to stop when it's full. And I tell everybody that, and they're just like, "Oh, it stops anyway." And I'm like, "Yeah, but what if it doesn't? Like the gas flows out at like 6.
It's so fast.
Well, it comes out 10 like every 10 liters, it comes on 16 seconds.
Okay.
So you do the math and you divide.
However much that is in gallons.
Yeah.
Like it's legit just like
it's a pressure washer.
It's a pressure washer that's
flammable gasoline.
Spews gasoline.
Like 5 seconds is enough for me to have a heart attack when I see the amount of gas on the floor. Because then like when I see that, I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Now I have to clean that. But yeah, I mean that's just I've gotten used to it now. Now I just play coy with it and just be an asshole.
Yeah.
But it's all right though.
Yeah, but there is only one question I have to ask, and like, look, you can prefer colder months or whatever. I want to ask you one question. How cold does it need to get before you shut your window? Because I know you leave your window open at night in the middle of winter, and it's unbelievable to me. Because I love my room to be a little cold. Not minus 15 or minus 20.
Yeah, it's open right now, actually.
Well, that's fine. It's
we're not even home and it is open.
I will say the it has been kind of tepid lately. It's been
until the fucking wind happens. Like,
well, but like the last episode we talked about how we just had the first snowfall and we had tons of snow. That is basically gone.
Pretty much.
It heated up for a couple days and then it rained last night and this morning.
Yeah,
now most of it's gone.
There was freezing rain this morning. That was fun to drive in.
I was working.
Yeah. Oh, that was fun, man.
I was leaving work at fucking 9:30 in the morning.
I love going to like McDonald's drive-thru and just like drifting that corner. I'm like, oh, unintentional drift, yay, yay. But what temperature? I usually close it. At like minus 35.
Oh my god, dude! Some winters don't even get that cold.
I know.
Like,
but no, my window. Like, if we have a good winter,
parents stab you?
Yeah.
Like, bro, they have the heat on, right?
Yeah.
That's obviously like close your vent and you'll be fine. But like, fucking, that's gonna leak out of your room.
They might as well just cut off vent access to your room.
Yeah.
I can't really do that because I have an Ethernet going through the vent.
Fuck, sucks.
But
for the amount of heat you're wasting.
But there goes phone.
Yeah.
No, usually minus 35 is when like that's a bit nippy. I'll close it.
Bit nippy.
Yeah, a bit.
Minus 35 is a bit nippy.
Bro, you're that kid who thinks he's cool because he doesn't wear a jacket. Like, I swear to God.
You're that guy who wears shorts in the winter.
Man.
Yeah.
Remember like anime club in high school?
I try not to, but yeah.
Yeah, whenever we'd finish and I'd walk back, like in the winter, I would deadass just wear my sweater. Like
sometimes you can do that, but like,
yeah. Well, like I'd wear it at minus 20.
Like if I want to go outside for a smoke or whatever, and it's cold, like I'll just put a hoodie on. But like I wouldn't walk in that.
Oh yeah.
God.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Well, me and my dad are fucking weirdos.
Oh, your dad's.
Oh yeah, my dad's the exact same.
Okay.
Yeah, except like he has a limit now. For me, it's like, no. I mean,
Yeah.
minus 20. Oh, that's nice to sit beside my window and drink tea.
Remember that time we were going to get Tony to hang out or something like that?
Yeah, as we do.
Yeah, and your dad answered the door.
As
so
he does.
We're like, yeah, we're trying to get Tony to come hang out with us. Or it was like, we were trying to convince Tony to come hang out because you like didn't feel like it or something.
Sure. Probably.
And your dad opens the door to the basement and goes, Tony, what the fuck, man?
I do remember that actually. Now that you say that,
he's like, go hang out with your friends. Like,
I think I was playing Persona 5.
Yeah.
And I was so badly addicted. Yeah.
Speaking of which, are you still in Xenoblade 3 right now?
I finished it.
What are you playing right now?
Okay, so I'm on and off on Xenoblade 3 because I'm just my completionist goblin brain is like, hey, like there's a bunch of these classes. Let's just get them all to max. Jesus. Let's just do that. It's actually not that bad of a grind.
Okay.
But
you know what you should be doing that in 14.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel the same way, Tony. My samurai is still at like 75.
Yeah, I mean, I
have like 6 or 7 classes max.
I saw the door to temporary retirement and I gladly opened it.
Yeah.
But no, I'm playing Digimon Story Hacker's Memory right now.
Okay.
And I'm having a blast.
You a Digimon fan?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah, bro.
I always knew you were big in the like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon and stuff like that, but I didn't know you were big in Digimon.
Oh yeah, no, like hot take, Digimon's better than Pokemon.
I don't agree, but like I'm not enough to fight you on it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I respect your right to your wrong opinion.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
No, like
you can go be wrong by yourself. That's fine.
Like, yeah. Oh, fuck you. But
to be fair, like you also like Mystery Dungeon. Like I don't know how polarizing that is because I played Mystery Dungeon for a few days. I played Mystery Dungeon Blue, and I just thought, no, I don't like it.
Yeah. Oh my god, I played, like, I literally had all 3 games. I had Time, Darkness, and Sky.
Yeah.
And I played all of them over like 6 times.
Jeez.
I was like, my final save on my Mystery Dungeon Time has like maybe 500 hours.
Okay.
And it's just because it just wouldn't stop.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because like I didn't realize it was a roguelike.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know that at the time.
Right.
So anytime you go into a dungeon, it's just random.
Yeah.
Just random layout, but it follows the same set patterns.
Mm-hmm.
And
okay, yeah, there's a certain amount of room types.
Yeah, because it's just on a tiny little DS cartridge.
Yeah.
There's only so many different randomizations.
Yeah.
So when you play it enough, you just you see the map layout and you're like, oh, I know where the next one.
There's some games that do
done
that.
this before. Like,
yeah. Well, like it's not even the exact same layout. It's just like, no, I can take an educated guess where the stairs are. Yeah. I can go there. Like
it's like playing through Skyrim for like the 4th time when you get to Bleak Falls Barrow and you're just like, hey, go here.
We're done, yeah.
Fight the guy, get the tablet, go back to Whiterun.
Yeah, get the horn or whatever, leave.
Yeah, no, that's the Dragonstone.
Yeah,
the horn is when you first get
from Riverwood.
No, it's the horn is when you go to High Hrothgar.
Oh
to the Greybeards, and they're like, go get this horn.
Yes,
and then you go down, and Delphine took it.
Yes, and she leaves you the note, and she meets you in fucking wherever that one town, and she has like.
I wonder how many people failed to progress the main storyline by just simply getting the horn from her and going back to the Greybeards.
Inadvertently raises my hands. I didn't even get to the Greybeards. I did sneak archery, which was a major mistake.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I just broke the game.
Yeah.
It's just like the multiplier damage on sneak attack.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
With like while using archery is just fucking dumb.
Yeah.
And like when it started like really getting into it, I was like, oh no, like I can see this getting old really, really quickly.
Yeah. Cause like that was one of the cause fucking I've played Skyrim so many times. I bought Skyrim so many times.
Yeah, I've bought in the game 3 times.
Like let me see. Cause I got the original on PS3.
Yeah, the original on 360.
Which right off the bat, getting it on PS3 was kind of a mistake because it took them so long to put any of the DLCs on PS3.
Did it actually take a long time?
Oh, it took forever. And it wasn't like an exclusivity thing. I think it was like they were having trouble or something like that.
Hmm.
So it was like, okay, what's that? I don't think I bought it again for PS4, but by then I had a computer.
Yeah.
So I bought original version for computer.
Yep.
Then I bought special edition.
Right. Same.
Then I bought VR.
I've not bought
okay,
VR.
so
I
I'm at 4 now.
4. Yeah.
So I have original on PC, special edition,
And then VR. I hate
Switch.
that that's a separate purchase. Switch. Yeah.
I have it on Switch, and then I got the anniversary edition.
Jeez, I think I only have.
I've bought it 6 times. I think I have bought Skyrim more times than I've played through it.
Dude, speaking of that, man,
well, actually, that depends on if you count mod runs, because there are certain times where like I'll just fucking cheat my way through it.
Yeah,
because I am of the belief that if you have beaten a game legitimately, you are 100% allowed to cheat through.
Oh, totally.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
as long as you've seen it as intended at least once, 100%.
Yeah.
Like that's what I did with Dark Souls, the first one.
Yeah.
I went through the first game, played through it all with the DLC, and then I cheated through New Game Plus just to because
I saw your save. It's fucking
dude. You know it's
ridiculous.
So fun.
What's that?
Taking Cheat Engine on Dark Souls 1
Yeah.
and putting S tier scaling on every category.
Just one-shotting everything.
Yeah. I put S tier scaling on everything and then added 999 lightning damage to Gwyn's greatsword.
Uh-huh.
And it was
greatsword.
It was literally just fucking just like Ornstein and Smo, just like Ornstein rushes me and I just get out of here.
That's really funny.
It's so funny.
Like that there, but to say that, but to talk about like I've bought Skyrim more times than I've played it.
Crazy.
My backlog is getting really bad.
Oh,
it's getting really bad. And
like games that you've bought
games
that
I've
you
bought and
haven't
I've played. Yeah. And
you know whose backlog is probably real bad?
Jadiel.
Jadiel.
I think it's not even a backlog, it's a collection.
Yeah.
Like he honestly, if any of us should start streaming, he should.
Yeah.
He should just start a stream where he plays the indie games that he bought and never touched.
I have had that idea to do that on stream for so long and I just haven't done it. And I literally said I would create a spreadsheet for it and I would spin a wheel. And I would just be like, what am I playing this week? Oh, I'm playing fucking Hyper Light Drifter because I played that for an hour and I bought it. Fuck it. What am I playing this week? I'm playing Titan Souls. Yeah, let's do that because I never beat that. Like, going through all this shit. I just bought Doom Eternal on the Steam sale because I'm a dumb asshole.
How much was it on Steam sale?
It's like $20.
Oh, that's not bad actually.
Is that sale still going?
I think
Black
so.
Friday sale?
No, autumn sale.
Autumn sale.
It's till the 29th or some shit. It's still going.
Okay, cool. I think I might grab because I just got paid today. So
yeah,
that's true.
Although I haven't played through the 2016.
I've played through 2016 at least, so I can go and do that. But like I've just started playing Control.
Yeah, I saw you playing that recently.
Which is very good.
Yeah,
for when I played
that's good. I want to play it.
But I own Control Ultimate Edition for like a year and a half and just never played it. And at some point, I got my new computer. I was installing shit. I was like, dude, I'm not gonna play through Dark Souls 3 for the 15th time.
Please,
let's just play something new.
No, if you're playing through a Dark Souls game again, we all know which one it. Well, it should be. We don't want to do it, but it should.
I've only beaten
be
Dark Souls 2 once, and I've never beat the DLC. I have to do that at some point. But there's all the shit I gotta play.
Man,
we're waiting. Yeah. We're waiting till Return to Dringlaic.
Yeah.
If I'm playing through Dark Souls 2, it's going to be during Return to Dringlaic.
Yeah.
I truly don't know how you guys can play through Dark Souls and be like, this is fine. I'm fine.
No,
honestly,
it's not that bad. It's really not. It's a rhythm and you have to learn, but like as soon as you get it, you get it. You can play through. As soon as you learn one of them, you can play all of them.
Yeah, like 100%. Because
except for Dark Souls.
I'm sure you probably remember this. I was very critical against the Dark Souls games.
Yep.
Until I played them.
Yep.
And like once I think it was once I beat the Bell Tower Gargoyles.
Yeah, sure.
In the first one.
In the first game.
that's when I realized, oh, this is okay.
When you beat them and it goes enemy slain or whatever it says in Dark Souls 1, and you're like,
yeah.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, like I and 100% like if you buy because you can't buy Prepare to Die edition anymore.
No, you have to buy remastered.
Yeah, if you buy the remaster, I'll play through it with you.
I'll play through with you. We got Phil through it.
Yep. That's true.
We got Phil through Dark Souls 1. We got Phil through halfway through Dark Souls 3, and I would love to go back to it because I still have that character. But yeah. I mean I have 2 characters at this point.
I would gladly play through Dark Souls. Do they still have the level cap on Dark Souls Remastered where it's like
I don't know
if you're a certain amount of levels higher
you can't do it? I think maybe
probably the first thing I would do if you and I were to play through Dark Souls 1 together is I would get you to go to Catacombs, summon me, and then we'll get you Rite of Kindling right off the bat.
I would say don't do that.
Actually, on a first playthrough,
no. It's like picking the master key in your first playthrough. Like, don't do that. Like, don't play thief. Don't pick the master key. Pick knight or some shit, and then
on your first playthrough, pick knight.
Pick knight or pick
Actually, I would say
warrior.
pick warrior.
Because
warrior, the problem
pyromancer is really good.
The problem with knight is you get that extremely heavy armor right off the bat, and it slows you right down.
Well, if you take the helmet off, you're medium rolling, I think.
I didn't know that.
I believe if you take...
Dude, I fat rolled for so long in that game.
No, man, I'm pretty sure if you take the helmet off, you don't fat roll anymore.
No, because I would wear the full set.
Yeah.
And
I hate that helmet. That's why I took it off. I was like, ooh. But I think that was on my first playthrough. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, but regardless of builds or anything, pick whatever you want. Just don't pick thief, and then don't pick the master key. Pick, like, the ring, the old witch's ring.
Yeah.
Just for the lore. And then, run the game. And it not because the master key opens a bunch of like doors that you need keys for, basically. Yeah. And not every door in the game, but like most
it can come in handy for certain times, like when, in Undead Burg.
Yeah.
In the village area,
you don't need to buy the residence key.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But having the master key for things like that is helpful. But at the same time,
if you're gonna be skipping Blighttown, do not do that on the first playthrough.
Yeah,
do not go through Valley of the Drakes on the first playthrough because you basically cheat yourself out of an area. Two areas.
Oh, wow. You cheat yourself out of an area. You cheat yourself out of realizing why people hate Blighttown.
Yep.
Because Blighttown isn't that bad for me.
No,
but it's when you're playing it on Prepare to Die edition.
Yeah, it's rough.
Dropping down to like fucking 16 frames, and you're like,
on good computers, because that's not why it's lagging.
They put that green tint over it too. It's like, ugh.
It's bad.
You know, heading on a side tangent.
Yeah, what's up?
Speaking of frames dropping,
and
Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is the hottest mess I've seen in a while.
Yeah,
it's broken.
Bro, have you
seen topical.
Twitter?
It's broken. It's all Twitter is.
My favorite is the one where the other I think you can like invite other people into your game.
Yeah.
Like where they just grow gargantually in size.
Yep.
And they're just fucking huge. The one where like their eyes start popping out for no apparent reason.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Like I remember like Phil like was talking about like, yo, like Scarlet and Violet looks really good, and I'm like,
it look cool. It looks like Pokemon. Yeah.
And then I was like, I don't think I'll get it on day one. I think I'll just wait. I'm not gonna play it right away, so I'm not gonna buy it right away.
I still want to eventually get Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl that I never bought or played, and I bought Arceus and I played it for like a few hours and then stopped. Like I don't know, like
I have Shining Pearl, and it's great.
Yeah, I want to play that.
I haven't beaten it yet. Like I got because I did like the main plot line where you get Palkia and all that shit.
Yeah, sure.
I think I'm at the Elite Four.
Nice.
I'm at the Elite Four. I haven't beaten them yet.
I hear Cynthia's so fucking hard.
I hope so.
Dude, Cynthia was hard in the original.
Yeah. Well, like Dustin told me that like the way they optimized her in the remake is absurd.
My thing with those games is like that would be. I actually want to ask, out of the 3 legendaries of Gen 4, which ones are your favorite?
Gen 4 was
Dialga, Palkia, and the other one, Giratina.
Giratina's my favorite.
I like Palkia the most.
Diaga.
Yeah,
it's why because I like time.
We got an even split.
Yeah, you see my campaign. It's like I like time. I like time.
You do like time a
Yeah.
lot. I do like space more.
I fucking love Giratina, and of course because like out of those 3 games, Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum's easily my favorite.
Platinum's the best one.
Well, it is. I mean, like
out of the 3.
Well, of course, because Platinum came out after. It takes the best of Diamond and
it's
Pearl.
Like Emerald. It's like saying, "Oh, I like Emerald more than Ruby and Sapphire." It's like, yeah, of course you do.
Yeah, and you know what? In Platinum, your MC looks cleaner.
He does look cooler.
Yeah, he does. I mean, like they just changed. I think like his bag color.
His bag is like hat color's different or whatever. Yeah,
well, it's still dope as hell.
They gave him a new jacket and a scarf or whatever.
Yeah,
yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's dope.
Yeah, look, it was just I loved Platinum. Because it was the because like my whole thing about beating a game legit and then cheating was only something I had come up with like later in like, when I played those because I told you I had the TTDS mod.
You did, yeah.
So I cheated my way through Pearl, cheated my way through Diamond. Went to put cheats on in Platinum and immediately saw, oh, I can't.
Yeah.
There aren't any.
Yeah.
So it was the Pokemon game that I played through legit, beat it, and fuck. I think that's pretty well when I decided, okay,
play through the game
legit,
first, yeah,
and then cheat.
Yeah, cheat through it.
Yeah, I did.
Because then later on, I finally got the cheats for Platinum. Oh my god, the things you could do in that game!
Really?
It was stupid. Well,
you could skip over the sea and get the Shaman.
There is one thing I do. Especially on the old Pokemon games that I do recommend cheating for is because mystery gifts.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Because those were all time-based things.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, that's fine.
Like, you can't go get the Azure Flute anymore to go get Arceus. You can't get the hotel room key to go get Darkrai.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't do that anymore.
No.
So that's the kind of things where it's like, if you cheat to get the mystery gift items, I do not blame you.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, no, that's fair game. At least I think it is.
If you can't get a thing anymore, then you should be able to do whatever you need to get. It's like
getting a DLC unlocker so I can get that one fucking bundle from Payday 2 that they don't sell anymore.
Yeah, that's fair. But whenever Sony was taking their games off of like stores and stuff like that, like closing down marketplaces, and everyone's like, "Cool, now it's morally okay to pirate these things."
Yeah,
now it's morally
that's how
okay.
It is with
that's what it is with Nintendo.
That's how it
when
is
they don't
with
sell shit anymore. It's like, let me pay
games.
let me pay you, or I will pirate it. And they go, no, also don't pirate it. And we go like, okay,
all right.
Yeah, remember the Deadpool game?
Yep.
You can't buy it anymore.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, there was a bunch of
I remember that game.
Rights to the character, like issues with the rights to the characters, and stuff like that. So it's not on the market anymore because High Moon was like, well, we're not gonna spend all this money on legal fees just to keep a game on the marketplace.
Yeah. I mean, from their perspective, it makes sense.
It.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
The Deadpool game.
I wonder if that argument would like work in a piracy suit. If you can't
legally buy it anymore, I don't know.
Yeah, there's nowhere to buy it anymore because
I don't think so.
There is obviously
There
is obviously the thing of like, oh well, you could check the used market to see if somebody's selling like a hard copy of it.
Yeah.
We play PC.
Yeah.
How many computers do you know of that you can buy today that have a disk drive?
Mine doesn't. My last two haven't.
My dad has his disk drive.
When do you get it?
Don't worry about it.
Exactly.
My laptop has a disk drive, but
yeah, laptops seem to not well, that one doesn't.
That your Mac doesn't, but like the
But of course, that's Apple's MO. Take away features, charge more.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Take away the charge port. Yeah. See what happens. Fuck around and find out.
I still loathe the decision to get rid of the headphone port.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I'm happy, but all my phones still have headphone ports, except for this one. Its headphone port just broke.
No, really?
Yep.
Oh shit.
I need a new phone.
Because like
Hey, there's a good deal on the Pixel 7.
I heard. Yeah. You told me before the pod. You're talking about the.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like you can, like sure, because now you can plug in headphones via like a lightning port on an iPhone or a USB-C, but then you can't charge it.
Yeah.
Then you can't charge it while you're listening.
Yeah.
It's just like it's this giant push to get Bluetooth headphones in. I want to ask you about like this. That reminds me of something. When you're using Bluetooth headphones, because I know you used your Raycons while walking around outside. Mm-hmm. Do you ever get like just interruptions, like where it just stops, or like it'll like it's like skipping?
I did on previous pairs. I've never had a problem with my newer pairs of Raycons.
Okay.
My first pair definitely had that problem.
Yeah, because every single set of wireless earbuds that I've had, whenever I would go outside, have my phone in my pocket with them in, it would just intermittently cut out.
It would depend on the Bluetooth chip that's in the phone, because like my old phone, it was weird. Like my old phone, the S20, it would cut out sometimes. It'd be annoying, but that was running Bluetooth 5.0. And with my new one, it's running Bluetooth 5.2, which it's going up by 2, or 0.2.
0.2.
But the amount of interruptions I get are like I barely get them now.
Yeah, it's been my
or maybe that was the thing. Maybe
everlasting grievance with Bluetooth headphones, because I've just never had a pair where maybe it's my phone, because like I'm using the OnePlus Nord, which was their affordable one, their $500 phone.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty like obviously it's not gonna have the best Bluetooth chip in it.
Yeah, like how old is the phone?
This only came out last year.
Oh really?
Oh, last year. Okay, so it's probably running like Bluetooth 5.
It's probably running a better one, but even then.
And of course, I got the OnePlus earbuds with it, so nice. The
you just nice yourself.
I just niced my own phone.
Casually shits themselves.
Cut that. But so yeah, the earbuds that I got with the phone would still cut out when I went outside. And it's like, okay, this phone was like, I don't want to say the phone was designed to work with those headphones, but like those are the flagship OnePlus headphones. I should not be having that issue.
Are those the ones where like you put them, they connect together in the middle?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, they're
the buds.
I don't think I could ever stand having like just like the kind that have like the little cable that runs between the
I remember
two of them.
seeing those for an ad, and I was like, those look so fucking cool.
Like I always thought they looked kind of dumb, because I always associated them with like when people would have the glasses that are on a necklace.
Yeah.
It's just like
those are awesome. Those are awesome.
Like, no, they're not.
No, they're not.
Yeah. Well, the ones where like they're separated and then you can put them up and then connect them. Dude, my grandpa has them. I love them.
That's sure.
All right, we're gonna have to cut this podcast short. Tony, get the fuck out.
What do you mean? I'm an old man.
You are an old man at heart.
An old soul.
Yeah. Oh, I truly am. Oh fuck!
If anyone's
you may be under the age of 25, but Leonardo DiCaprio would not go near you.
You may follow the DiCaprio law in your body, but not in your heart.
I feel conflicted about that statement in a lot of ways.
You don't want Leonardo to turn you out, bro.
I don't really think.
Leo, I want you to take me into that hotel room. I want you to split me open like a coconut.
All right, hold on. Who is this Texan accent? Who is saying this?
I don't know. Tony,
okay, some random bloke, eh?
It was a Sunny reference.
Oh, it's a Sunny reference.
Of course, one of the seasons, they're going to some animal or environmental rights activism thing that Frank got tickets to.
Yeah.
Dennis and Mac get separated because they get into a car accident. So Dennis and Mac decide they're going to walk and see if they can find a ride.
Yeah.
They get a ride from a trucker who refers to them as lot lizards, which I guess is trucker talk for prostitutes.
That is trucker talk for prostitutes. Yep.
And
really?
Yep.
Yeah. So they get to Atlantic City.
Oh fuck!
They get to Atlantic City. The trucker parks the truck, having already mentioned that he doesn't partake with lot lizards anymore.
Yeah.
And he goes, "I want you guys to take me into that motel room, split me open like a coconut." So they keep saying no, and he's like, "All right, how about this? You take me into that hotel room, and you turn me into a block of Swiss cheese."
A block of Swiss cheese? What the fuck?
Because Dennis's whole thing from that episode was saying yes. Sorry, it was Dennis and Charlie.
Yeah.
It was so Dennis's whole thing on that was how he says yes to experience in life. So if like something's happening, he's like, I'll say yes to it, I'll go along with it and get a new adventure out.
A yes man, yeah.
And so they're talking about that after the fact, and Charlie's like, "What? Did you want me to say yes to that guy?"
Yeah.
It's a new experience.
Yeah.
It's a new experience.
Fuck. Oh my god. Is it's Always Sunny still going?
Yeah,
yeah.
bro.
Oh
There's-
my god.
There's 15 seasons of it that have been made,
Fuck.
and I believe
They're
they
making
just,
16.
Yeah, they're in the writers' room for it.
Mhm.
Holy shit. It's craziness.
It's on Disney Plus, so you can watch up to season 13.
I was thinking like actually watching, and then like I was thinking like it's really fucking long. I think I might just watch a best of.
No, honestly, it is one of the easiest binges you can do
Really?
because they're just like
They're like 22
25
minutes,
minute
yeah.
kind
Yeah.
of episodes, right? They're just like your average length of a Big Bang Theory episode. So
Which is a bad metric, but sure.
yeah,
Well, I mean,
and
Big Bang
so-
Theory is just kind of shit, isn't it?
Yeah.
I always liked Big Bang Theory.
Liam,
No.
Liam?
No.
let me be clear.
What?
And I'm not even gonna shit on you for that. You do not want to put that out into the world.
I will put that out into the world. I enjoy
No.
Big Bang Theory.
I think it's
You-
kind of mid.
I'm not saying it's like the fucking best sitcom ever.
No, but-
Obviously, It's Always Sunny is, but
Liam.
but no, like I
You're-
appreciate the delivery of the jokes. Like I'm not gonna say they all
Oh.
land. Some of them do fall flat, but I thought it was like I don't think it's amazing. I thought it was a satisfactory show.
Do we have to put a tracker in his phone so he doesn't get
I
kidnapped?
think I might have to bleep all this out.
Yeah. So we don't get put on the Big Bang Theory watch list.
Are
I
people
think-
seriously that serious about hating Big Bang Theory?
Some people are. Most people just because it's a meme, and people say like to shit on Big Bang Theory. But and I agree the show is bad. But it's more just the fact that it's just putting out into the ether, just being like, my taste is shit, and that's just as from
I would
a
say I have
cultural touchstone that everyone understands,
Mhm.
you know.
Like,
Like
whenever
I'm not saying that my taste can be defined by fucking Big Bang Theory.
Yeah,
I like a lot. Like there's a lot of stuff that I would rather watch over Big Bang Theory. But like, cause ever since we got the flat screen in our living room,
yeah,
it's right there when we're eating dinner. Often enough, because we only have like however many channels that we get through the satellite. Because who the fuck buys cable anymore?
right.
yeah, that's true.
But yeah, so it would be on CTV, and generally they'll air two reruns of Big Bang Theory every night.
Yep.
So generally we'll be eating dinner, and Big Bang Theory will be on, and I'll just kind of watch it, and it's like, yeah, I'll get a little giggle every now and then.
Liam,
Yeah.
me and my parents, my mom, my stepdad have 100% done the exact same thing.
Yeah.
And we've watched it. It was that or Family Feud, and it was just
Well,
on
yeah,
around the time we
yeah.
ate, and it was just like, yeah, we would watch. It's just a thing to do with the family, but like saying you have watched all or most of it, or saying that like no, it was like trying to defend it are two different things. 'Cause
Like,
that's-
yeah.
I have watched most of it.
Every episode of Big Bang Theory that I've seen,
Yes.
especially like after dinner, and I watch it, I'm just like, whenever like the laugh track comes on, I'm like, oh,
That's the one thing I do
like
dislike.
That's the
that's-
show,
like
though.
that was the funny bit. Oh no,
That's
Oh,
the
shit.
show, though, bro.
Yeah, no,
like,
'cause,
you don't
like,
understand.
After a while, the laugh track kind of just turned to white noise, and I
Sure,
didn't really
I
pay
can see
attention
that.
to
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
But like fucking, and that's not just a Big Bang Theory thing. Any show that exists, if you have a laugh track, go fuck yourself.
It's the problem with North American shows, though.
Well,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, also, but of course, like
But would you say that about fucking Fresh Prince?
Yeah. I would
Oh,
watch.
I don't know, man.
I don't do laugh tracks. I fucking loathe them.
Okay,
What if it's not a track? What if it is actually a live studio audience, like Fresh Prince, or Seinfeld, or Friends, or any of that? Like, where I think Friends was live studio, but I know Seinfeld and Fresh Prince are filmed in front of real people.
Mhm. Well, Big Bang Theory was as well.
Was it?
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
There's some bad audience then.
Well, no, it was because like whether it's a laugh track or it's a live audience,
Yeah.
I don't like hearing it, mainly because it completely shatters the immersion.
Okay.
Well,
If there was any immersion, as soon as I hear that laugh track, it is gone.
Yeah, well, at least like it's like the show saying like, "Hey, laugh now,
Yeah,
do it,
exactly.
like laugh now, right now."
Like, because I think I 100%
please clap.
think
Yeah, right. Oh
yeah,
my God.
I think Big Bang. I think people might think Big Bang Theory. I wouldn't say they're gonna think it's like the fucking amazing, but I think they would find it a bit funnier if there wasn't a laugh track.
Have you seen the video of when they took the laugh track out?
No.
Oh, that was
You
that was
should
painful.
Watch it.
That was fucking
It's-
painful.
But also, What-
Painful.
Well, what scene did they use?
I don't remember, but
Because
there are
if-
multiple
If
videos.
you take
of
a
this.
shitty scene and take the laugh
Right.
track out of it, it's still gonna be shitty.
right,
But if you take a good scene and take the laugh track out of it, it's
and I'm not saying
arguably
there's
gonna
never
be
been a
bit
good
better.
scene in the show. There has been. I've seen a lot of it, but like I don't know. It's just again, like I don't care enough about Big Bang Theory to continue to have this conversation.
yeah.
But
Back to Sunny, because
Yes.
that's how we got into it. Was you were talking about wanting to get into It's Always Sunny, but
Yeah.
not
you
wanting
can
to make a
watch
commitment.
literally any episode.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
the other thing. Is like there's the only time they really did any kind of continuity between episodes was in season 2.
Yeah.
But like even then, they kind of like later on they stopped doing continuity throughout the episodes.
Yeah.
Except actually no, season 15.
Yeah.
They did do some continuity, but that's because that's when spoiler alert, the gang goes to Ireland.
okay,
So
sure.
there's like yeah, because the first 3 episodes are still in Philadelphia. The rest
Yeah.
of the season is in Ireland.
Oh, okay.
So obviously you kind of have to have that continuity where it's like, okay, this time this happened in Ireland, this time this happened in Ireland.
Yeah.
But like with the rest of the show, it's like they'll have and I would say maybe kind of season 7 when they get Fat Mac.
Sure.
But that's
yeah.
more of a
Mac.
consistency than Rob McElhenney, the guy who plays Mac and also one of the creators of the show, decided, what if Mac gets fat for a season?
And he's fat.
And he's fat.
Yeah, he gained a bunch of weight, and he was actually talking about it with I think Colbert. Stephen
Yeah.
Colbert. And he's like, guy asks, who is happier, fit Rob McElhenney or fat Rob McElhenney? And he goes, fat Rob McElhenney,
Yeah.
100%. That guy was jolly. That guy could eat whatever he wanted. He could do whatever he wanted. This guy, me, has to like eat healthy and work out, and it's like
Yeah, like because he was like in good shape the previous season,
Yeah.
and then he gets fat.
he gets fat, then the
and then
next
he gets
season he gets shredded.
ripped. The first episode of the next season, he is ripped.
Yeah,
and
it's
he
hilarious.
continues to be ripped for the rest of the show.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Like there's a couple seasons where he like kind of tones it down a bit.
Yeah.
Then he just gets right back into
Dude,
it,
we were watching that episode from the finale of season like 13 or 14,
and he's shredded.
and he is shredded because he has a dance routine and he takes his shirt off and he is chiseled.
Yeah. The perfect human.
Like,
Oh,
dude,
pretty
he's-
much.
he,
Like his jawline is like a fucking
He is-
razor.
he is close to Marvel levels of like
Oh my
superhero.
God, I
like,
love
Yeah,
it.
like he could have played a Marvel
yeah.
hero.
Maybe
at
not
that
like
point.
Captain America, but he could have been like
Yeah.
fucking Hawkeye. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like,
He 100% could have been like a Hawkeye or like a Moon Knight kind of thing.
yeah, where you're just like in shape.
Yeah, you're just like really good shape.
Yeah.
The one thing I truly appreciate about It's Always Sunny is it really, really, really captures what Philadelphia is and about. Because everything that happens in that show, you're like, no, that doesn't happen. No,
Yeah.
most of the time happens.
Yep.
It really, because Philly's a fucking crazy city.
Philly
Yeah.
is crazy.
Like when they won the Super Bowl,
Yeah.
me and my dad were convinced that Philadelphia would not exist.
Yeah.
Because they were gonna burn. There were people climbing the fucking street lamps.
Yeah.
Like that's the one of the best things is in season
Yeah, I
13.
think New York does it too.
They go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, dude.
It's fucking awesome.
Like,
We're back.
funny thing about audio,
Funny thing about
where we just talk and kind of forget.
yeah. As it
And
turns
don't
out,
check.
like the last hour of what we recorded.
I mean, at least they didn't hear us talk
Uh,
about Walking Dead.
yeah, we went on a tangent about Walking Dead.
for a while.
We talked about potentially doing short films again.
Yeah.
Right.
Talked about a
Honestly,
bunch of high
out of all
school
the
shit.
stuff we talked about today, if we had to lose any of that, I'm glad we lost that.
Yeah, I mean-
I don't know how entertaining that was. But,
I'm just glad about the D&D
I'm
parts
glad all the
there.
D&D shit's still there.
Yeah,
because that's
we got
why
the
I wanted
D&D
the
shit.
That's why I wanted the episode anyway.
But yeah, after the disheartening realization that the last hour
is
of
gone.
audio
we
is
started recording
gone.
around like 4 and it's like 7:30. So
So we put in a good shift today.
yeah.
Not as much as the last episode, which we're probably going to end up chopping down the last episode a good bit.
Oh yeah, or turning it into 2 episodes. But
thank you all for listening.
yeah, if you hear this, thank you.
Yeah, thank you for listening. Thank you
Yeah.
for joining us once again in Justin's dad's basement.
Yeah.
Crazy that you just listened to our banter for absolutely no reason.
Yeah. right.
Thank you, Tony.
Thank you, Tony, for coming on the show.
For coming on.
No worries.
We hope to have you on again if we keep continuing to make these.
Oh, bro, I would love to be on again.
Sweet.
This is fun. Just literally sitting down and being like, "Hey, let's shoot shit."
It's fun, right?
It's fun,
Yeah, let's
right?
just shoot
That's what
shit.
I was saying before
It's
the
so much
pod.
fun.
It's a fun thing to do. Because if we want to keep recording on like Fridays or whatever, we could see who we can get next week.
Yeah.
We might have Dustin again. We
Mhm.
might.
I would love to get Braden.
I would love to get Braden.
You probably have to.
I would love to
yeah.
talk some Marvel with Braden.
That'd be cool.
Oh
be
yeah.
awesome.
Oh, you'll get all of it out of him for
Mm-hmm.
that.
Because he's been like, because I don't know who's been keeping up with Phase 4 as much. I know I have. You kind of
I
have.
have 50-50.
Have you?
No, I haven't even watched the new Spider-Man, which is my biggest sin.
You should do that.
Watch
I know
the
it's
new
my biggest. It's my
Spider-Man. It's the
biggest
only-
sin.
You should do the Spider-Man.
It's the only, like-
it's the best part.
Yeah.
It's the only really good, really good thing to come
of
out of.
movies. Yeah, for sure.
Well, fuck. But yeah,
Yeah.
so we're hoping to get some more guests. Well, more of our friends on.
More of our friends. Just
I'm definitely looking
cycle
at
this
getting
cast
Max
out.
on. That'd be a lot of fun.
Max would be really fun.
But
you're
Thank
coming.
you, listeners,
Thank you
for
again.
giving us your
Yeah.
time.
We haven't uploaded one of these yet.
Yeah, we
And
haven't uploaded the first
No
one
one
yet.
knows we're doing this
We're-
yet.
Oh
backlogged.
yeah.
We're backlogging.
We're don't worry about it.
Hey, I
Don't
mean,
worry about it. It's
it's
gonna
nice to have a backlog.
Relax.
Yeah, relax.
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 Ah. Oh
Alright.
fuck.
But yeah, so thank you for listening. If
Yeah.
you would like to follow us outside of the podcast,
Yeah.
you can follow me on Instagram at Liam_Fullerton.
You can follow me on Twitter at Juice at Night. And Tony, you got anything?
Oh shit.
Yeah, you want to plug your Instagram?
Yeah.
Facebook.
I mean, my
Fuck
Instagram's like
Facebook.
almost dead because I just posted recently because I was like, I should probably let people know I'm alive.
Yeah, I saw you posted something.
Yeah. So, I mean, you can follow me at Sir Antoine.
Mm-hmm.
And on Twitter, I think it's just it's Mistletoe.
Yeah.
You want to spell that out for them?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
It's
So,
like
Sir-
MISSELTAIN.
LE. I
well,
think.
so because Mistletoe is already taken,
Yeah.
so I wanted to make that name, but so I had to do TIANN.
Okay.
So just Missile TIANN.
MISSLETI or TIANN.
Yeah, it's a giant.
To be fair, if this is on YouTube,
Yeah.
it'll
We'll have a
will be in
link
the
to
description.
something
Yeah,
or whatever.
I mean,
Yeah.
I probably have to change my. It's a giant Kirby, but I have to change it because I think I don't really have permission.
Yeah,
to use that.
I have been awake for like fucking 18 hours. So that's probably the wrap.
Oh, I've been awake
If
since
there's
4 a.m.
anything you guys want
1
to
a.m.
hear
bitch.
us talk about, feel free to drop it in the comments.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Subscribe to everything. Subscribe to follow and to tweet at us and also
Shamelessly subscribe.
for the love of fuck, please just stick around.
I'll buy you cookies at your doorstep.
Look, if
You'll be your
there's a
host cookie.
You'll be your
if,
host
the-
cookie.
if there's enough fucking demand, I'll start an OnlyFans. I'll do whatever you fucking people
yeah,
want.
you want feed pics? I'll give you feed pics.
Like
I'll
we
gi-
said,
I'll give
like
you-
we said in the last episode, if we get to 1,000 concurrent listeners,
Yeah.
Justin will release the name of his porn Twitter.
Yeah, sure. I'll release.
Oh yeah, you.
I'll release my @ for my my alternate Twitter account.
And you see top tier degeneracy.
If you want to see my top tier hentai in my likes and retweets, if we hit 1,000 listeners on something on either YouTube or Spotify, not combined. It has to be either YouTube or Spotify.
Mhm.
That's fucking
But
funny.
yeah, in true form,
Or
because
Apple
this
Podcasts,
is
whatever.
kind of how I want to end each podcast.
Yeah.
Goodbye.